Hello. Let me know if you can hear me or not, and if the music's too loud or whatever. But yeah, cool. Welcome. I did leave like a Discord link to. We have like an LSA Discord. We don't really do anything on it. There's pretty much just one general voice chat on it at the moment. But if any of you want to jump on and shoot the shit when we do this base design stream, then you can feel free to do so. Otherwise, it'll just be me. I haven't done one of these solo before, so I'll do my best to talk to all of you guys in the chat and stuff. But basically the plan for today is just to design the bases. Next week we'll do like the full arena, I think. If we can muster that might take a little bit longer. But basically, I think what I want to start off with is just defining what I think are the prerequisites for like a good base, you know? And that's from like a defensive and an offensive perspective. So we'll go through, talk a little bit about that. I've got paint ready to do like the rough sketches, and then I have a program. It's just like a web program called draw.io. You just use grids and lines and stuff. So I'll excuse me. I'll use that for doing the final thing. We'll see. I think it'll be a little bit wax. It'll be a little bit the outside of the base, maybe a little bit of the doors. Maybe the entire door, because yeah, obviously the base doors themselves are super important in how a base actually plays. We'll talk about that a little bit more in a second anyway. Let me just see if I've missed anything in the chat. Nah. And yeah, it'll probably end up being the doors as well. Wax and like if there's a sweep or not, that'll be included as well. But yeah, let me get rid of this guy. And we'll get this guy up. Main screen. Wow. I'm an OBS wizard. So, I think what I'll do, this is the program, draw.io. If you ever want to do anything designy thing, it's pretty good. I'd mess around with a bit of the settings and stuff, because sometimes how like lines snap to each other and things can be really frustrating, as Wax would know, because we spent like 8 hours one day on Discord trying to design like the current Adelaide arena, and I reckon I had a mental breakdown multiple times just because things kept snapping where I didn't want it. But for the most part, it's pretty good. But anyway, what I think we need to get started off with, we've got 2 of these bad boys. It's definitely not what they're meant for, but anyway. And we'll do like basically our guiding principles for designing these bases. So I think we'll talk about it from a from an offensive standpoint first. And then we can talk about it from a defensive standpoint. So when I think about like bases that I've played in the past that have been really fun, there've been the bases where, for one, you can make solo plays to be able to like deal with the last line, especially, you know, if there's a skill discrepancy. Like if you feel like you're objectively better than the player in last line, I think you should be able to deal with them by yourself. That being said, I would expect a good base will have a really strong last line position, where if the last line is very competent, it'll be very difficult for me to get them out by myself. Because if you have a base that's super easy to get in by yourself, no matter who's in it, then it's like, I don't know. I don't enjoy those as much. And I think Bendigo would be an example of that, right? Where pretty much the only places you could be inside the base was the back pocket or the front pocket. But to be in either of those, you had to be exposed to another door. And then even then, like the lunge to get people out of those pockets wasn't even that difficult either. So, yeah, I think the ability to make solo plays. Okay, oh, that's not appeared very nicely. There we go. That's a bit better. Cool. The second thing is that the last line positions aren't like so strong that you can't use things like pins to be able to deal with it effectively. So I think the ability to set up pins to deal with last line. Because you have some last line position that's so OP that even if you set up like the perfect pin, you'd execute it perfectly, and the last line just laughs at you. Then I think that's when like the power scale is tipped way too much in the defender's favor, and those bases just end up being like pretty boring. I'm sure the last line has a great time, but yeah, it makes it pretty bland, I think, for anyone trying to attack. What else is important for attacking? I think if we're talking not just about the interior of the base, but also like the surrounding area, the ability to sweep from one door to the other. I think that's really important as well. If you think like an arena like Darwin outside of blue, for green and red, like for you to sweep from one door to the other, you had to go through the bloody Narnia closet, all right? Go through the whole bloody thing just to get to the other door. And I think that, admittedly, I think was just a product of the arena being quite small. And I think that being said, I think Darwin did use the arena like pretty damn well. I'm not as fond of like having like these enormous pathings you have to take to get from one door to the other, outside of just like lunging and dying just to get to the other side. That being said, I have played in arenas where the sweep is way too easy. For instance, like the last Adelaide arena we had, since we've like shrunk down, one of the bases, like in fact, I'll say all of them. I'll say red and blue. The sweep was way too quick and way too easy, and so it made it like I think that tipped the power balance a little bit too much in favor of the attackers in that case. Like, it was really hard to comm properly. Like, you would call front, and then they would immediately just like wait for the comm and then go the other way, and they'd be in the base within like a second or less, or two, or whatever. So I think that is not cool, but being able to sweep, very cool. Hot take bases should have 3 doors. That a single player can take them. I haven't played in a base that has 3 doors for a very long time. Actually, I can't remember. In fact, I don't know if I have. I've definitely played in ones that have like 4 or more, but I haven't played in one that has 3. So I can't really comment on what that's like. But I know the Silverdale, like New Zealand bases have 3 doors, and they were like received like very well. I think people generally enjoyed those bases quite a lot. So there could be something there. But yeah, I mean, just out of my experience, I would choose 2. 1 door. Yeah, that would be interesting. You have 1 door. Hold on. This is what I think would be fun. Oh, there's me arena maps. We'll get Gus has inspired me. We'll get 1 square base like this, 1 door. There's 1 panel like that, and then you put the base in there. That sounds like that would be awesome fun. And I think we've done it. Stream's over. See you later. Peace. Just joshing with you. Just joshing. No, I think 1 door is probably the worst thing I could ever think of. I don't think I would even... Actually, I say I would like to play in a 1 door base once. Just to experience it, but I think that sounds awful in every other way. Has anyone played in the chat? Has anyone played in a base that has one door? That sounds like it'd be cursed as hell. Maybe like less cursed on H2, because like at least you got a pretty good chance of like a phaser shot, but still. one shot every 2 seconds. True. If you had like a super slow shot rate, it could be like a thing. Sorry, I can't read and talk at the same time. Yeah. 4 doors. Yeah, so Jesse, or Axiom, yeah, I think I don't have the maze map on me, but the only arena I've played that had 4 doors, I think was like an Albury Prenats, and they had something like, it was like that, and then that. I'll say the exterior wall was like there. And then the base was in this like box thing here. And the base lines were like something like that, I think. That rings a bell. And I mean, it didn't play like awful, I guess. I don't think it was very, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm biased because I've definitely played more 2-door bases that I've enjoyed than anything else. But yeah, they were cooking something up when they made this one. I'll tell you that much. Yeah, I think I remember Butz always talks about this time he was reffing Bonfire, and Bonfire was like, I don't even know his base, but he was literally just sprinting from here to here, and then like doubling back, and he was just like pre-firing down every single like lane and like perfectly timing everyone. So like, hey, it's doable if you're cooking, if you're having the game of your life. But outside of that, it was it was fine, I think. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Let's put this thing away. Where are we? Boom. Okay, so what do we have? We have ability to make solo plays, even if they are like, I wouldn't want them to be super strong. Like you can reliably get super good last lines out by yourself, because then I think it tips too much in the attacker's favor. But the ability to set up pins is definitely super important, and that's comes down to like where the last line position is relative to the door, and then also how the door itself is set up, because you need to have space to set up the pin as well. Ability to sweep from one door to the other as long as it's not too quick. And what else? How do I add another line? No idea. I'm gonna cheat a bit. Do this one. I think the last thing that I'll really consider is having multiple places to take the base. I think that's really important for if you don't, like, if you want it to be a super denial heavy base. I think all the denial heavy bases I've thought I can think of, like in the competitions I've been to, usually just have like pretty much one shooter spot. Like they're maybe there's like 1 or 2 other places you can take it from, but they're like almost not even worth it. Like the risk is just way too high. I think an example of that, if I pull up a picky, is where are we? The Darwin red base was a case of pretty much like you could take from the pillar here if you were, you know, but you'd have to like cross like a crossfire to be able to get there, so that was risky. You could take it from the outsides of the V, but like your field of vision or your line of sight on like the door you would be watching was like nothing, so people just have to lunge the wrong way. I guess they'd have to lunge into this open bit, which I guess, you know, you could catch people out because everyone would assume people are taking inside the V, so you could catch people out like they go to lunge in and you're sitting on the outside. But, you know, if someone commed you, like, it was pretty easy for them to just go around the other side and you have no vision on them. So what it meant is pretty much everyone took from inside the red V, and red at Darwin ended up being one of the most denial heavy bases like ever. Because people are just, you hear shots on red no matter where you are in the arena, because it was relatively small as well. You could be in like this lighthouse at green, you could be over here, whatever. You hear shots on red. Everyone in the arena is coming sprinting and they're all lunging this same spot, which, yeah, I mean, it was exciting for sure, but I think, yeah, I don't like there only being like one viable taking spot, I guess. So that's another important thing to me. A secret entrance disguised as a bookcase. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Talk about home side advantage. You know, you have your whole arena is like designed in like a library, an old library theme, and you just have you know, the home teams know about this secret entrance to the base, but they don't tell anyone. They don't use it until like the last day, and then they start waltzing in. That'd be kind of cool. I'll be sure if someone does it, I'm all for it. Yeah, the Darwin Arena was pretty small, but I think they did use the space well. I think, like I said before, they did kind of sacrifice like the ability to sweep from door to door in doing so, but you know, it just meant that the meta kind of played a little bit more slow and defensive and stuff. So it is what it is. Anyway, so I think, what was I writing? I was writing ability, like multiple viable shooter spots. Fantastic. I think that pretty much sums up the most important things to me when it comes to being able to attack a base. Anything else? No, we'll leave it at that for now. Might talk about defense for a little bit. So for defense, I think obviously having a viable last line position where at minimum, if you have good comms and they're only coming from one door at a time, you should be able to deal with them like with a very high success rate outside of you making a mistake. Obviously they set up pins and stuff, you know, you might have a little bit less success, but I guess that goes on to the next point. So I'm getting ahead of myself. But I think the first thing is ability to last line solo watching either door. So for me, that doesn't necessarily have to be like a last line position where you like barely have to move and you can watch both ways. I think a little bit of movement and like risk assessment is important. You know, like if you have a base where if the last line's in the spot watching the front door and people are just lunging in solo, they're gonna like win that all day. And then if they get a comm on back door, they move to a different position, not super far away, but close enough that they can react to a comm quickly and have the same effect there. I think that's cool. But I think it's good if it exposes them, even if it's not to a direct shot from the door they're not watching, if it makes it so they have no line of sight or vision on that door. I think that's really cool. Because the bad last line positions are the ones where they can sit in one spot, they don't even have to move, and they can see both doors, and they just laugh at you as you're trying to lunge in. You're trying to set up pins, and they don't care. That's definitely like too OP. So ability to last line solo, being able to watch either door. I also think Bendigo was a case of so in the pockets in Bendigo, if we pull the Bendigo map up, I'm so organized. Obviously in the pockets in Bendigo, you know, you could, let's say you played this back pocket, you could hold this box and watch the back door. I mean, people with good lunges, especially lefty lunges, made it pretty hard, but you could do it, you know, and then you could jump to this panel to watch front. I think this was a case where it kind of fulfills that criteria I said, but I think it exposed them a little too much, right? Just, I don't think it should be just by watching the other way, you get shot immediately. I think it should just be your line of sight is impeded on the other door. So if someone lunged all the way into the base, they would get you, if that makes sense. And I think I actually really enjoyed the, where are we? The blue base design in Darwin. I didn't like the door, the back door very much. The front door was okay, but I really liked the interior of the base because it was a case where, you know, people would normally sit in between these two panels. You could watch either way very effectively, but because of where it was in the base in relation to where the doors were. Like, you could watch back and, like, not be... Like, I think, you know, if someone got super tight, they might be able to get, like, a tight shot on your shoulder or phaser or something. But you also had the option to, let's say you were watching front, and you got people far, and then you get an urgent comm back. If you're worried about being shot, rather than coming to this part, you could go to, like, the top part of this slanted panel instead. So yeah, I super enjoyed that blue base. That was cool. So I guess ability to last line solo watching either door without being super exposed to the other. I think that's an important bit. Next bit, I would say, I actually like being able to put 2 in the base, so long as it's like these attacking criterias are fulfilled. Because if you have a two-man lock in a base, or a 2-person lock in a base, and you don't have the ability to set up pins to deal with someone in one of those spots, like, that's when it becomes super oppressive and a little bit cringe. But if you put 2 in the base, you know, I like the ability to do it because it's like a calculated risk. Because pretty much what it means is if someone does crack the base, they're going to get both of the last lines pretty much. At least if the 2-man lock is set up, it isn't so oppressive, right? It'd be super oppressive if even if you manage to get one, the other one's like definitely going to shoot you anyway. I think that's a bit too far in the defense power. But I think blue was like in Aubrey was like another example of that, right? Or actually, I actually liked the Hobart blue ability to hold 2 in. Because I distinctly remember doing this in my game to get into like the golden games. I had like Beefy was on this default spot, or whatever you called it, facing. Everyone called it something different. And I was on this sandwich pillar, whatever you want to call it, watching this door. What was cool about it was you couldn't just hold it and just like, you know, kind of no one was going to be able to get in. Like the people, there was an angle if you were a little bit too far back when you were on this, like people would be able to shoot your shoulder or your back or your phaser, right? Or if someone came here really quick and they got a lunge, like it wasn't impossible to be able to lunge that person out. If they were quick, like, you know, this person, yeah, it happened very much in our experience where this person would like double with this person getting the lunge on the sandwich. And there was also the same thing from the side door where if your last line here just like sat really close on this panel here, like there was an angle over this half height where you could get shot, so they had to step off of it a little bit, which made them a little bit more exposed to lunges here. Yeah, I didn't mind the blue one in Hobart, but I did really like the blue one in the Aubrey pre-nuts recently, where you could do the same thing, because obviously that was a 1-man zone, but you could have either 2 people on these like top bits of the slant, so you could have 1 on the bottom and 1 at the top because of that 1-man zone. But you know, you could hold it for a little bit, but like I said before, as soon as you get in and shoot one of them, you're gonna shoot the other one and take a base. So I just like the option. It's a calculated risk. So we'll put in here ability to hold with 2. You can pin either last line and everything else is it. I don't know what I meant. What else is important from a defense? I don't know. I think that's probably the 2 most important things for me when I think about it. We'll leave it at that for now. I realize I've been streaming already for like 30 minutes and I haven't even touched the maze map, so I'll get a wriggle on. Jeez. Time flies. Time flies when you're with the boys. Having a good time. I'm going to do some sketches here. And I think... I don't even know how to start. Actually, the other thing I don't like in a base... I'm not even going to start drawing yet. The other thing I don't like in a base is when you have super oppressive cross shots from one door to the other. So, as much as I loved the green base in Hobart, because it was super fun, I really wasn't a fan of... Wax is gonna have a throw a fit right now. I didn't love the cross shots through the base. Especially this one from the back door to the front door. That one was like super oppressive. Because assuming that this backdoor person was uncontested, it was like, if they were listening to comms on front door, it was like almost impossible to get in through this front door. So not only do you have to deal with the front door defender, you then have to, and the last line, you also have to deal with this person on the back door. I don't know. It felt a bit too strong. And it was also from, you know, it's good defense-wise, but also from an attacking perspective, it can be, like, used just as effectively. Like, one of the big things, one of the, big ways that Aftershock at Hobart Nationals would get our green bases is we would have... I really should open that in Paint, huh? No, I can't be bothered. Oh, can I? No, I can't be bothered. Can I draw on it? Oh, yay. I didn't know I could do this. Awesome. So we would have, especially if we were blue, we would have Sean or Fuggen would play around here. And then I would be playing around the sweep. And then, can I change color? Don't know if I can. That's a bit annoying. Anyway, we'll play around here, which basically meant that this door defender, we'll put X's for the door defenders. This door defender here was like pretty much a guaranteed kill every time. It was really easy to deal with them. And if sweep was uncontested, all we had to do was tag this one person. I would have a free lunge through this way into the base, assuming that they weren't watching the cross. But even then, I didn't mind the front crossfire to backdoor, because for them to be able to do this crossfire, X, for them to be able to do that one, they had to, like, they couldn't be in a position where I couldn't shoot them running in as well. That's what's different about this backdoor one, is they can, if I was trying to come in this way, like, they're in a position where I can't shoot them. And anyway, tangent. This door defender would be like an easy tag. I would come through sweep, and then, you know, if someone was there, I'd just have to win a duel here. Run in, shoot the last line out, boom, they're dead. And I would shoot the base. I wouldn't even have to watch the front door, because Fuggen would run up to this spot here, and he would watch the base through me. And there was multiple base takes where there would be like 3 or 4 people, like, all sprinting in this way. But there's just this super, super strong cross shot through the base. And yeah, that's how we got pretty much all of our blue bases at Hobart Nuts. And, you know, as cool and fun as it was, I don't like that as much. Yeah, thanks, Wax. I'm getting there, bro. Another more recent example of that was like this Hobart red base. I enjoyed the red base in a lot of ways, but I didn't enjoy how oppressive the cross shots were through the base, especially on Nexus. Like, that might have been a bit of it. But it basically forced you couldn't double stack a door. You had to go, like, assuming you're attacking with 2, you had to have presence on both doors, because as soon as you leave one uncontested, like, they're just going to watch through the base and make it, like, impossible to get in, right? Anyway. Anyway. Moving on. Where should I put that from? We'll just put it in the attack one for now. No super oppressive cross shots. And I think having some cross shots is fine. I think, like, in all of the Hobart bases, there was a little bit of cross shot ability, but, like, not nearly as oppressive as it was on the green base. Get fourth. That's right. Anyway. So what am I cooking? What am I cooking? This is hard. I think we'll just make it square. I don't know where to put the base doors. I think the way you stop really oppressive cross shots is just, let's say we have like, I don't know, this kind of a structure. The way you stop the really oppressive cross shots is you just have your internal structure like occupy this middle bit. You know. Man, I'm just gonna end up drawing the bloody Aubrey base. I really like the Aubrey blue base. I think that's a very well designed internals for a base. Obviously, this is not to scale by any means, by the way. I think any variation of like having these two panels that one block the cross shot through the base, and two give the last line the ability to kind of dart between and watch front or back whilst not being super exposed to the other. I think that's really good. Do they have to be slanted? I think they could be straight as well. The straight line tool. No, this is the sketch, bro. I'll use the straight lines when I get to this one. Here's my we got super straight lines in here. But I'm just sketching up. And yeah, Jess, I really like our green base at home. Actually, do I have that up? Do I have that here? Where is he? I do. Cool. So here's the current Adelaide green base. It's a little bit like wonky, like we have one flat panel, one diagonal one, and that was just because of like the shape of these external walls of the base. But I think realistically you could just have like two straight ones or the Aubrey spec if you have the room. The two diagonal ones. Oh, that's another thing. Oh, I keep forgetting. Do I have that? No, multiple. I did. Okay, I didn't forget that. Multiple viable shooter spots. I think the Launton red base is definitely another good one. If you haven't seen that before, I also have that here, or at least I have the 2016 one here. Where is he? There he is. Yeah, that's another example of like you have a last line position, which most people just sat in the middle. You can watch either way without being super exposed to the other door. But then also you had the ability to set up pins to like get phaser shots and stuff and deal with them. I guess the common theme between the bases I really like is there's usually like these two panels like in the middle, right? So if you look at the where am I? No, where am I? This Adelaide green base currently, the Albury blue base. You got these two panels. I mean, the Albury one's got a third one because they've got lots of room, but. Is the Launton red base like much different to what it was at the Rumble? Alright, checking my DMs. Diego. Internet slow as hell. Right, so it's the same as like what it was at the Rumble. Hold up, let me save that. So our viewers can see. Stream assets. Zoltak Arenas. Bomb. Alright, let me cook for a sec. Hold up. Rid of that. D. Arenas. Boom. Alright. Yeah, so it is the same as the Rumble. That's cool. I think... Yeah, I really liked the the Rumble red base as well. It was super good because you had the last line had the option of like being able to move around without being risk of being shot, right? Because you can move around like this inside. You go between different positions that were like just as viable as each other. But you also, as an attack, you had the option to like set up pins on the outside. So this is an example where like the base doors are on like the top and the side. If you would imagine it was a square, it's on the top and the side. I think the other ones were all on opposite sides, but I guess it doesn't matter that much. Let's cook. Hold up. Let's say we did that. I think you need to have these little bits here. I guess the angles get a bit whack when you do it this way, especially if you don't have much room. Yeah. I remember you telling me, Wax, at the this is the first time I've properly seen the like the current Launton blue base. That does look a bit cursed, actually. Is it really hard to crack? I feel like this spot is like, if you get someone with like a good switch hold on that spot, I feel like that spot would be really cursed. Does anyone use that barrel? That barrel there? That looks like it'd be stressful, but kind of fun, maybe. You guys should just have like a no playing that panel rule if it's cringe. Yeah, and I think that's an example of a position that doesn't meet that criteria I kind of laid out before, right? Anyway. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked again. I think as much as I like the doors being on the like the top and the side corner, I guess it means you could, if you had a base in a very corner of an arena, then you could do it like that. But I think in general, I don't know, I feel like the ones where you have them on the sides just takes up a little bit less space. So space is an issue. That kind of makes sense. Also, what's your guys' thoughts in the chat? Do you like it when the bases in an arena are all the same or play the same? So think like Bendigo or like Adelaide 2017. Or do you like it when they are all different, even if they play like relatively the same in an ideal world? Like, what do we like? And yeah, I think you're definitely right, Brendan. I think we kind of touched on that a little bit before. Because yeah, in that Launton one, if you were in this pocket, you know, and you were watching so you were here because you shot someone coming in through the front door, I guess they call it. When you get a backdoor comm, like you have to hold this panel here, which is, you know, it's like decent, but like even like for a solo lunge, it's like not impossible. You know, draw out a shot first and go, kind of thing. Especially on H2, like the phaser. I feel like maybe this base wouldn't play as well on H2. Because assuming that the last line isn't moving between the pockets, if they just sit in one of the pockets and you come from like one of these tight angles, I feel like it would be relatively easy to lunge them out. So you either like as you're active coming in, you like pre-fire like your phaser to where their phaser is, and then if they try and shoot you at that time, you shoot them, and then if not, you're like right next to them because like the distance there isn't very it's not very long. Alright, we like all the bases to be different. We'll do our best. Is that different enough? Is it like, is this one and this one different enough? Surely. I can't think of another variation of that. Well, let's just start off with one of these. Let's chuck him in a... We're doing it for real now. So I think what I'm going to do, assuming I have it at the same zoom, we've got the grid here, and I think we'll make one of like the bigger grids, so the 4 smaller squares is 1 meter. And then I think a lot of walls, at least the ones that I use, are like 1.2 to 1.5. So we'll go for like, I'm gonna zoom in a bit, I can't see shit. Yeah, so we'll go like 1.5 walls. It's like 1 panel, because I feel like that is a pretty standard length. We can get the Sydney maze map if someone sends it to me on Facebook. I'll whip it up so everyone can see. Anyway, what am I doing? All right, let's make this base. So I'm going to start off with... We'll start off with the corner base, I reckon, because that's a bit of fun. Like a jigsaw puzzle. We're starting off with the corners, boys. And yes, I am going to do individual lines for individual panels, because I'm a nerd. Alright. How big do we feel is big enough for a base? Because that's like 1.5. That's 4.5 meters. Is that big? I wouldn't know. I have no idea, actually. Oh. We'll start off with that. And if it's too small, then we can always open it up a bit, right? Okay. Boom. Boom. Alright, then we have our doors. Let's assume they're 1.5 meters as well. Huh? Oh, yeah. There we go. Doesn't look right. The plan was to build Axiom. The plan was to build 3 bases today, and then and maybe the exterior. But I mean, I've already been on for almost an hour, and I've only just started drawing a bloody base. Yeah, the plan was to do the bases and maybe the base doors, and then next week's one to do like a whole arena. But building Hobart Green. I mean, it's getting close, right? But I don't want the cross shots. I hate the cross shots, Wax. I don't care if you like them. I think they're cringe as hell. At least they're cringe if the person could stand in a spot where you can't shoot them as you're trying to come in. You know what I mean? Because if you I didn't mind it coming from the back door of green, lunging in, because you would maybe get caught out by it once, and you go, oh, they're doing the cross shot from front. And then the next time, as you're coming in, you would just pre-fire and then continue on your merry way to the base. I think that one was fine, but I think the cross shot from back to front was way too strong, personally. Alright, someone sent me the... This is the code red one, I'm guessing. What the hell is this? This looks cooked as hell, boys. Hold up. Let me get that up for you. How do I... Oh, Jesus Christ, what have I done? There's a lot going on. What the hell is this? A mezzanine. That's kind of cool. Does anyone play on the mezzanine? It's 4 stories. What? 1... Where's the 4th one? Where's the 4th story? I only see 3 stories here. Oh, 3 stories, okay. The mess is above green. Wait, so you can be up here shooting down into green base? Blue base kind of looks like a knob. Hold up. This is the knob base. Penis knob. Very cool. Anyway. What is this used to see? Towards outside backdoor green. Alright, so like the internal... You're saying the internal walls in green kind of protect you from the mezzanine, or the walls up here make it a little hard to shoot down into green? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, but this arena is pretty cooked, hey? There's a lot going on. Well, thank you for showing us that. I'm good. I'm gonna put that away. I'm gonna get back to drawing, boys. Yeah, okay. I think this corner base makes it hard to, unless I make it bigger, to actually have enough room to put anything in it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Because, like, where's this guy gonna go? Nah, that's cooked. Hold on, I'm basically just gonna do Hobart Green for a sec. Just let me cook. Give me a sec. Just because I feel like, I don't know if this... I need to make it a lot bigger to be able to have this structure I was talking about, like this one. I feel like it would be... Hold on. Yeah, the base needs to be bigger. Get out of here. We're opening her up. Let's just do one more panel either side. So that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 meters. That feels like plenty of room. A couple of those boys. And then let's put another one. Alright, this feels a bit better. Okay. How about green with different walls on the outside? Hobart Green was very good. I might just end up doing that for this corner base, but I'm gonna see if I can cook up something. I think we have these shorter, like some shorter walls. So it's like the box. The Hobart box. Okay. That only leaves a meter. That only leaves a meter. What the hell am I doing? What am I doing, boys? No. That doesn't work. That does not work. Let's just make a smiley face. Needs more barrels. You're absolutely right. This is hard. I really thought I was just going to hop on and just like blitz out an arena, and I was like, I don't know why I thought that. Dumbass. How do we... Barrels inside bases are fun. Are you talking about barrels inside the base or on the like on the door? On the base on the door? Yeah, like the are you talking about this hold up. Are you talking about this green like the green back door from 2016 run? Like this kind of thing? Or are you talking barrels in the base like the old blue base? Because I did really like this green base. I think the only thing that was a bit cooked was someone being here and like trying to come from this front door. I guess that was always a bit tricky. Yeah, it was a pillar. It was like slanted as well. I had a weird angle on it. I also think it would be better barrel. Not with the barrels we have in Adelaide. The barrels in Adelaide you can shoot through. We discovered recently, which is not all of them though. So the preference is barrels you can't shoot through. So I'm saying, do Hobart Green get rid of one of the arms? Okay. I'm just going to do Hobart Green, aren't I? Sure. I'm caving. Man has caved. I don't think... I like the wings being a little bit... I liked the size of the wings as well. They were nice. Excuse me. Now the base... Now I feel like the base is too big. That's like a standard 1.5-ish meter wall. Said, who said something about green? This was too big now. Listen, it's a good base. Hobart Green was a good base. Give me a break. Give me a damn break. Oh. Oh. Thanks, Wax. Did that come through? I don't know if I set up the audio for Discord properly. Let me assume that came through. Thanks for dropping in, Wax. Right, let's put this bad boy in now. Could put a barrel back here for a bit of fun. That is a big barrel. How big should this barrel be? Assuming that's 1 meter. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Push the V towards one of the doors. Maybe. Simple third door. On the top left. Done. What are you cooking? Hello. Right. Hold up. Wax is talking to me in Discord. I haven't set it up properly so you can't hear him. But I'll fix that in a sec. So you're saying where 1 barrel or 2 barrels? What do you mean where the box was? Like on the edge of the baseline or like in the middle? That's true. It's a. Oh. All right. All right. All right. I'm caving. Hold up. Stay here for 1 sec. Can you talk again? I'm trying to see if I can make it so people can hear Discord.
Hello, hello.
Oh, that's coming through. Can you guys hear Wax? Is he super loud?
Hello, you fucks.
Oi.
What is your stream PG now? What is this?
No, it's. I mean, it's not. It's not PG.
Family friendly.
It's yeah. I mean, what's an F-bomb here and there, you know? Very loud. Wax is very loud. Okay. Let me turn Discord down a smidge. Wax, say some shit.
Hello. Cool Bean sucks at laser tag, as he found out for the last 4 days.
He's quiet now. Bloody hell. Alright, that's the middle. I'm sure that's fine.
It will be fine.
Okay. Runt said something before. I'm sure he was cooking.
No, he was not.
Third door.
Did not even read it. He was not cooking.
Oh. Have you played it? Have you played a base with 3 doors?
Yeah, but I'm not. I don't like it. I think it's just easier to like balance with 2 doors. But did you see what I said before? Do you have the Darwin maze, Matt?
Yeah, I got it.
I really want it to be bring it up quickly. I really want it to be a thing where like if it's possible and it's like a base like blue at Darwin. Because remember how like claustrophobic it was and like
yeah,
it was just kind of AIDS sometimes.
Yeah.
If there was just in the reload, just in the middle of the base, there was a doorway so you could exit out the reload. How cool would that be?
Like on this back wall here, you mean?
Yeah, just on the back wall. You could just when you were dead, you could just exit out the reload so that the exiting wasn't an issue. Because remember how bad the exiting was?
The exiting was really bad, yeah.
Stuff like that. Like you could have it.
That's kind of cool.
Like,
because I mean, like they're not going to be able to like once they're in the reload. I think you would have to extend the reload zone a bit because otherwise you could have like. Actually, I guess there wouldn't really be an angle. I was just worried there might be an angle like from sitting on the outside, like into the base. But as long as like these panels are deep enough, it's not an issue, and they're not going to be able to shoot you in the reload.
It would only work at blue at Darwin, but like if there was bases that did have issues with exiting, like having that exiting door would be cool. But people cheat as is. Imagine if they had an opportunity to 2-shot deny someone from like Narnia.
Or you just start screaming when you're in the reload. Gets the last line out. Hell yeah. Just talk mad shit every time you reload. That'd be pretty funny actually.
Oh,
I think you're cooking something there. Alright.
It's something to keep in mind if the base is like very hard to exit.
Yeah. I do like barrels on base doors because they are hard to hold well, but you can like do it for a bit, you know? I don't mind those.
Alright. So build Hobart Green.
Yeah.
Change the mid play so it's actually very similar, but have it so there's barrels on the outside of one of the doors.
On the
How's that
outside.
sound? Yeah. Inside barrels are okay, but I think it's also a bit scuffed sometimes. In my opinion.
I think we still have this cross shot. Maybe because the green, the Hobart green did have the little T bit coming off, but just make it a bit longer. Ah,
it's bad. I think the cross shot is fine.
Oh.
If you change the outside, if you change the outside of the base, you can fix it. You can make it so it's not an issue, or less of an issue if you change how backdoor works. Because if backdoor was the barrel door, and the only way you get the cross shot is from the barrel, surely it's easier to hit someone on a barrel than it is sitting on a wall. You know what I mean? Like to hit their phaser on H2 on a barrel, and it's just building a penis.
I can't help myself. No.
The doors also need to be wider. I know you don't want the cross shots.
Wider as in like just.
Or actually, no, winged like at Hobart, so you can hide in the corners of you.
Do you just
I like
mean
the little winged spots? I mean, like the top left and bottom and top right. Bottom left and top right. I mean, yeah, like the. Remember how they were winged a little bit, like how they were angled in.
They angled in or out? They were angled in, weren't they?
They were angled in, weren't they?
Yeah. What am I doing?
Because if you make it so that the cross shot is harder to like be dominant, it's like not the end of the world. They also need to be shorter, I think. Oh, perfect scale.
Yeah, obviously. We're cooking. Trade off. Watch Holmes for an hour, make a base. We get green base from Hobart. Damn. So true.
It's like the best base. It's my favorite base by far.
It's good. It is good. It's honestly. I really don't like the cross shot Wax. I really don't.
Okay, well then you could change the way that the box works then, because the box could be different. Like the T can be the same, and then you can just make it so maybe it's like an inverted box. So like, you know what I mean? Like, so change the walls so they're the exact same but the opposite, so that the cross shot is like. Stop! What are you doing?
I'm inverting it. What are you talking
no.
about?
I mean, so see the bottom V, just flip it the other way.
Flip it. Does that work? Hold up.
Get those two walls out, yeah. Now flip that shit.
Okay, it's been flipped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now wing the side entrances again, but maybe keep them bigger. You know what I mean? So it's still like there's less of a cross shot, but the exiting will not be as tough. It's scuffed as fuck.
That looks gross. That looks so gross, dude. What are we doing?
Oh, goddamn.
Bloody hell. I
don't like this here. Stops the cross shots. It's still similar to green. Still plays somewhat similar. And you can just change the outsides of the bases and it can be better. You are obsessed with barrels, motherfucker. Holy.
Okay, but with this structure like inverted, how do you make the sweep between the doors not like super quick? You know what I mean? I guess you could. Hold up.
You could just add like crap. Like, yeah, you could just like have some wasted space. Kind of sucks, but. Got a little mini elevator right there. That's what that is.
That's what we need, is an elevator in the middle of everything.
Something like that could be like.
That's alright. I think there's enough room there, and I mean we could always just increase it a bit.
I'm pulling up paint. I'm gonna help you.
Okay. Now my issue is so you have let's put who's this? This can be you, Wax. far out. Okay, Wax. And we'll make him really skinny and tall. Okay, there's you.
You hear birds screaming? Is that a thing that you can hear?
Barely. You're chilling. Okay, let's say Wax is in there, and then normal sized person, me. Hold up.
I don't hate this.
My issue is now we can't really set up a pin on you without, I guess the way you would have to do it is you would have to have this person here. Oh. This person has to activate first. And then you have to have like your person like on the baseline like about to activate, and then as soon as they activate they have to run in.
I don't hate that. Because they could play in the mid bit and then they're not too just on the baseline. Because that's one I like being able to pin, but I like it being more creative than just like set up two, one here, one there, pin, shoot the gun, go. Like
what's
having
wrong with
a little
that?
bit more of a tighter angle or something where make sure they win that.
It's I think for you to set up a good pin, you have to be able to activate both people safely.
I don't think you do. No, because you can. So you hide behind the wall there in the middle.
All right, this bit.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm also delayed on your stream, so I'm saying things. Yeah. And then you're pinning me. I don't know where you are. I might get comms, but you can still freely run and switch, kill the guy on backdoor, and then come around and kill me, or switch back and kill me anyway.
But I
Which
think
because it's gonna be so hard to. That pin seems OP as fuck.
I think the angle is just not very.
Yeah, maybe.
Good for like I don't think you are really having to, because I think a good pin is you are drawing out the last line's phaser quite a bit, but I think because of the angle here, because like you have to come from so far away, you're not actually impeding this last line's angle very much. You know what I mean? Like if you let's just take that away. If I come from here and I come super tight, I think this draws out your phaser a little bit more. But when I'm so far away,
okay, well then
makes it hard.
Make the box just a triangle, avoided space, and then add a wall to divide it up a little bit so that the rotation isn't as quick, and then put some like separation and add some mid play so it's not as easy to rotate, and add some like walls and shit. You know what I mean? So like turn that into a triangle, so that's just voided space.
Oh right.
Or a box, one or the other. Either works.
Okay.
Then just like, make it like a arrow, and then you can just build from there.
All right, this is better. I like this more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you remember the pain and suffering of me trying to build the Adelaide Arena? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Dude.
This was all off by 1 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I still get cold sweats at night thinking about that.
See, I've been like, when you were making this before, I was thinking about how mid should play if it was green at Hobart, but I don't know if I like it being like symmetrical and then each door has a different base setup, like a different like playstyle on the outside. Maybe
like,
it plays better if it is symmetrical like this, and then you can have each door be completely different.
Yeah, I think like this bit in the middle being symmetrical is good. And then yeah, you can have like one of the doors like has a fuck ton of barrels or something. And then the other one has an L or something. I really like L's. We'll talk. I think I might run out of time.
Oh, that is true. Zam just said there's only one shooter spot. Thing you didn't want to happen happened.
Well, I guess it depends where you put the base. It depends.
I don't think it does. I think there's one shooter spot. Unless it's like on the back wall and you can shoot from like the
hold on. Put a barrel in there. That is so tight.
Barrel. Barrel fixed.
Hold on, we need to get Holmes out of here. He's ruining everything. Bugger off. Oh my god. There we go. Make it say. You're so right. Why am I even beating around the bush and not just doing a 1-to-1 replica of the Hobart Grain? Because that did have multiple shooter spots. Dude, taking from the box in Hobart was it was pretty fun. It was baller as hell because you would see people like lunging in past you and you just be like, no, I'm just sitting in here, bro. That was kind of cool. No, okay. I like the arrow. That's kind of cool. As much as I don't like void space, but
Well, you could unvoid the space and make it so that's some way to hide. You know what I mean? Like you can hide in the point a bit.
so it's like a box.
No. Stop. Undo.
Okay.
Make it a point. Make it an arrow again. But just delete the wall that's in the mid play. But make it so that the straight wall just goes to the tip of the arrow. You know what I mean? So then you can kind of pin and be somewhat hidden. Yeah. Yes. Boom. And then you're saying the pin thing. You have somewhere to hide. Or maybe it's too strong now, but
Like the pin's too strong.
yeah, pin does seem very strong. But maybe that's okay. I don't know.
There you go, run. All rotation fixed.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay, but there is... Okay, where's the base going? What am I going to make the base? What shapes have I got? I'm going to make it a cloud, because that's cool.
I'll make it that. Yeah, make it the cloud.
Hell yeah. Where to put you?
No, damn. There's an issue. Have you heard about our reloads?
No, what's up?
So you can literally reload from like anywhere in the maze if you put your gun in the right spot. You don't even have to walk that far.
That's awesome.
It's not. It's very bad. Jam's a bitch.
James abuses this, does he?
Oh yeah. Jam's the reason it exists because he finds all the raffiest ever.
Cool.
Oh, you know what you could do?
What could you do?
You could add shooter spots by having barrels on the wings of the entries of the bases.
Like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little like nooks with barrels.
It's kind of cool. There's not much room. If we're going by scale, that's like less than a meter. Oh, no, stick it out one.
Right.
Stick it out one. There we go. That's a bit better. Let's get you got a meter in there. But where's the base itself go? In a box.
I think it goes the same place above. Yeah, I think that worked pretty well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We're cooking.
I feel ashamed. I thought I was gonna design something completely different. Here I am.
There's no cross shots though, so you're happy, right?
I mean, yeah, that is kind of cool.
You make the baseline so it's like from wall barrel to wall barrel, and then wait, it's actually I hate this.
To back. What's that? Oh, what are you saying?
I don't hate this.
Why can't I? This box is dumb. Hold on. Let me use this one.
Well, you can just make a triangle. It's like no, it won't.
No, it won't. Trust me, I'm a professional. Boom. Oh. It's not awful.
That's the baseline. I was thinking more diagonal, but maybe that works better. I think that does work better. Yeah, no, that does work better.
let me read some.
Alright. So my cook
Yeah.
is around the back end of the base. You can rotate, so there's 2 mid plays. What do you reckon?
Where?
Like behind, like you can run around the back of it, and there's like a little alley.
Oh yeah. Hold up. I kind of like it. I like
So
it.
it's not in the corner of the maze. It's like a meter or 2
Yeah,
out,
yeah, it's
so
just
that you
out.
can run around.
Uh-huh.
So there's like more
like
than
that.
one. Like you need to control so much space, and it's kind of interesting, and like people can do stuff, options. You gotta call sweeps. You gotta call mid play. You gotta do like there's just so many things you gotta do, and I like it.
You playing in this arena? You playing in this base?
Runt, make it happen. Build this base right now. I actually, the space is a bit rough, but
Still gonna have to make everything a bit wider.
what's like the how big does the space need to be for it to be like safe?
Yeah,
like
that's what
Runt.
Yeah, that's what Runt was saying. The minimum is 1.2. And I do have like assuming that one big square is 1 meter, it means these gaps are 1.5. And so the base doors are 1.5 meters. This alley is 1.5. Everything's 1.5 here. I think that is not 1.5 though. I think that's only 1 meter. Yeah, that's only 1 meter.
You know what could be interesting? The back end could have the door, and it could be a reload. But it's like a long as hell reload.
Oh, like hold on, we do what you were saying.
Yeah. Exit out the back.
So like,
but make it just like a small door, so it's not that open.
get a view of the action while you reload. That's kind of cool.
Literally. That'd actually be sick.
That's kind of cool. And I mean, like, you wouldn't be able to like reload and like just enter the base because you'd be like entering like dead.
I
guess.
Unless... Wait, what's that gap right now at the back? Is that like a meter?
Where, sorry?
At the back door.
The back door. The reload door.
Yeah, the reload door.
Yeah, it's quite big. It's quite big. That's a meter and a half.
It could be
gap
distracting.
there.
That's the only thing.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
Like what you said before, someone's just behind you yapping,
screaming
like,
at you.
You're shit at launch, like you missed that shot. You're bad, bro. You're bad. You're bad.
Jeez.
But then you make it so that the way that you have to get to the reload is like not right there, so it's not just on the baseline. Like there's like a wall with like a zigzag or something, so you have to like get into the reload.
What you saying?
Like the way that the reload works. Just have it so that there's like a zigzag, so it's not as like just on the baseline and you just go straight through. You know what I mean? So like have it so like a wall is where on the right side there, and then have like a zigzag, so it's not as just like straight into the reload. It's like there's like some shit going on, so you can just. But you can also play in there if you want and stuff.
I think we run out of room, assuming this is like the outside wall.
Yeah, but we're making this maze. We can make it however we want. That could be.
This feels like this. There could be okay. This could be the bottom right corner of the arena, and there's just arena all to the top left. You're right.
I changed my mind. Screw
What?
unique bases. We'll just have this base times 3. Easy.
Look, that's what I'm gonna. I'm already at an hour and a half, and I've designed one base. But hold on. We do still have this issue of I think the gap between the tip of the arrow and this wall is 1.5. That's fine. But this gap here is too small. Hold up.
Can you make it everything back bigger? Is that gonna be AIDS to do?
That's gonna be AIDS. So I'm thinking. I think diagonally is like roughly 1 meter. If you do 3.
Oh no, the thing, the thing,
the thing. If you do 3 diagonal ones, that's roughly 1 meter. Because math. 1, 2, 3. And then that makes it. Yeah, and then we connect to the edge and the edge. But is 1 meter like too small?
1 meter sounds. It feels fun.
Oh my god.
Probably that wall at green was 1 meter. No way it was bigger than that. What the
Oh my gosh, runs in the. Yeah, this is all. Hold on, I think there's a.
What is back or something?
If I do. Oh no, we get out of the simple one. I'm pretty sure I can turn off. Snap to grid.
Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, Runt, how wide was like that back wall of green that the base is on? Like the. Where is he? Like this one. How long was that boy? I feel like it was at least 1.2. You could probably get away with it being a little bit smaller, but it would mean the last line's going to be cracked.
But at the same time, like, I think it's harder to last line in this.
Just because, like, the pins are easier to set up?
Yeah, maybe.
I love this reload so much. It's so cursed.
She's cursed.
But it's awesome.
I really like the idea of being able to exit, because I swear to God, no one knows how to exit a freaking base. So just, like, let them have a back door to walk out.
Yeah. That line. Alright, let's get the base lines back in now. Where's the other one? Gone. Okay. No. What was going on? 2 back.
Done. What have you done?
Well, like, occasionally it'll snap to, like, a thing and it'll start pulling it around like crazy. Okay. That's kind of cool. Hold on, let me make these barrels all white. It's bothering me.
The only thing as well is, like, this space is impossible to ref now. Like, genuinely impossible to ref, because you won't be able to see anything.
Facts.
Like, maybe just reffing from the outside, either side is better.
Maybe. You just have some dirty cheat last line covering the whole time.
Ah, Husky.
Run reckons this is easier to last line.
Maybe. Maybe it is.
I think that by virtue of just that wall being smaller makes it easier to last line for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I also think it's like closer to the baseline, so it's gonna be. If you get bad comms, like someone could sneak in and switch very quickly. But like, I feel like even if you had bad comms at green at Hobart, the doors were so large that you could just see.
Yeah, you can see everything. I guess that's true. Like, you can... Like, if someone's tucked in this sweep, and they just, like, sprint in straight away, and rather than, like, lunging at the last line, they, like, run through. Could be, like, hard to catch them. I don't know. We'd have to play it.
Someone needs to make this maze, please. At Little Bo, if you're still in the chat.
I think...
Now we need to start doing the base on the outside, because I feel like that affects it just as much.
Yeah, it's a big bit of it.
How many barrels can we fit in a base?
On the base doors or inside the base?
No, on the base doors. Just have barrels everywhere. There's no walls, it's just barrels.
Dude, I love barrels on doors. Like, hold on, let me pull up. Where is it? Where's that currently? Boom. Like our front door at Green at home. I think it's great. I think it's awesome.
It's just barrels. Damn.
Just 2 barrels, bro. I think Runt and I were actually talking about this recently, but I call them like 50-50s. He called them something else. But basically, I think it's really important for doors, and he had the same sentiment, to have what I call like a 50-50 structure. So let's imagine... I'm just building Hobart right now. Alright, we got an L on the back door.
Actually built Hobart. You didn't even mean to when you did it.
I know.
Alright, which door do you have the same like thought process of having one of the doors be stronger than the other door? Or do you like both the doors being like not as like a back door? When you think of a back door, do you think of a stronger door? Or do you think of a weaker door?
Historically, yes, but I like them being a little bit more balanced personally.
Because I think the good thing about having one good door, like we did at Aubrey, was that like 3-man pushes and stuff were more interesting because it was a lot easier to hold with 2, and I think but also maybe that's a problem because then it makes it too easy to hold with 2, and then it becomes like this meta where you just keep pushing with 3 because you need 3 to get in because one of the doors is impossible to get through.
Yeah. No, I mean, a big part of one of the doors feeling strong at Aubrey Pre-Nets was Nexus, right? Like, if you imagine the back door at Green on Nexus, if you play that on a Ilios system without trigger lockouts, it's not nearly the same. So that might be a bit of it, but yeah. I guess in the Hobart arena, there was always like one door which was like hard to exist on, and the other door was usually.
I like that, but I also know it has its own like problems as well.
It's a reload directional. True, we need to address the reload direction.
I think it should be.
Like, if you come in one side, you have to go all the way through.
I'm thinking like we make it so that depending on where Green is compared to the other bases, it is directional so that one of the doors at Green has an aids reload so that it's more interesting for attackers. But it also could just be that aids that like it's not enjoyable.
Oh, like you can only come from one side.
Yeah,
Jeez.
like you only come from front door and you've got to exit on the back door and you can't go through the back door to the front door. Like you can only go one way. And make the door that's the stronger door the one that has the longer reload. So like we make back door of Green stronger and then make them have a longer reload.
You could be cooking.
I like that shit because it's like you can do interesting things, but at the same time there's weaknesses about the interesting thing.
All right, we'll roll with that for now. We'll make this back door a little bit stronger, where you are, and we'll say you have to go on this way. Hold on, I want to. No connection points. Get out of here. Thank you. No. We are. Get out of the way. Ring to front. No. Go in the middle, please. There we go. Awesome. Whew. Let's get it. A little bit. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of him for a sec. How long is that? 1.5, okay. There we go. All right, so there's a reload. We got a base. Back door. Seth, it's only unbalanced if a base has a reload on the back, if only one of them does. We could just do that for all of them. When you think of a door that was really fun to defend, Wax, what comes to your mind? You still here?
Yeah, I just had to turn my fan on. It's too hot, and I didn't want to like
No,
have
you're
my
chill.
fan blaring well.
I can't actually hear it if it's on now.
Are you sure? Can you hear it? Blah 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 blah. Hello, hello.
No, I can't hear it at all.
Alright, cool. Just do Blue at Aubrey, just so I can sit there, kill Benny, kill you, kill Benny, kill you. Easy points.
Oh, okay.
The wall. I don't know, like not I remember like blue in Launton with the big tall barrel was always fun. It was like the only obstacle in the way. It was just the barrel, and everyone would just be dancing around the barrel, and that was like enjoyable. But that's not a strong door, so maybe that could be the front door of green.
Which one,
And then
sorry?
the back door. Do you remember blue at Nationals for Launton? How it just had the big tall barrel, and it was just like the metal barrel, and you used to duel on the one metal barrel on back door of blue.
Yeah,
that
one. Yeah, that one was.
Yeah.
I think that's a. Wasn't there also like a little pocket here?
That blue base was so good. I missed that. No, that was
The Rumble.
Rumble. No. Yes, Rumble.
Yeah, like a barrel got moved there or something.
Yeah, it's like a half barrel.
Old Adelaide doors, walls tipped with barrels. Let's look at that. Actually, yeah, I feel like the doors in Adelaide were pretty good. Hold on.
L walls are good.
L's are good.
Having some straight walls good as well. You guys just love barrels. Look at them.
We do have. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 barrels?
I miss this base. I love this base.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Base.
Did you like the red back door from 2017?
I just have PTSD of
Getting
like
smashed in the head.
No, dolphin diving. Do you remember that where he like dolphin dived across the doorway? It was hilarious.
I think so. Yeah.
Robin tripped in. Oh no, I don't actually remember, but it was whoever it was. He just like went flying. Who hit me in the head? Wait, what? What are you saying?
Ace in like Golden, the last. I'm not surprised you don't remember. Ace in the last Golden game bonked you on the head on the red back door here.
I don't even.
If you rewatch the VOD that's on the Zoltak channel, you can actually hear the phaser hitting your head. And he goes, "Oh shit!"
Oh shit, bro.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I like the blue front door. At I think we called it A back then. But the blue front door.
Yeah, stuff like that's interesting.
And I like the red back door, and I like the green front door or back door. I'm not sure what did you guys call this door? With the L.
I think we did front and side.
Oh yeah, that checks out.
100% door though.
But do we feel like this is our strong door?
L. I think L was the strong door, but it's also like the door that was just harder to dive because it was easier to shoot them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what you like. You can make it stronger, but also you got to keep in mind that the shots from the last line to the door as well.
All right, let's put an L on this back door. What way do I?
Can't do it the same as Hobart. That's just copy paste. Come on. Copy.
Who would do that? Who would do the same as Hobart? Criminal.
But I do think it could work either way.
I don't know why I'm doing these for the exterior wall or whatever. Yeah, I mean, actually I don't. This doesn't feel like a strong door because I feel like it's like really hard to exist on like this side of the L without just getting shot by someone like transitioning through sweep. You know what I mean?
Wait, reset that. sweeping somewhere.
So like I think when the L's rotated like this, it makes it really like hard to exist on it because when you're on the
Yeah.
outside of it, you're just exposed, and when you probably want to be on this bit, but then you're just gonna get shot the shit from sweep.
All right, copy Hobart. Good.
Ha! Hold on, no, that's the same.
Unless you made it so it's like not straight and it's like angled weird. So you could have it so like the L is kind of the same facing as the middle sweep, and just have it kind of like angled differently.
Right. So it looks like a V on the map.
Yeah, it's more of a V.
All right.
I don't hate that. Yeah.
That's kind of cool. There's gonna be an issue with people coming out the reload. Nah. I also like that it's a strong door, right? But then little Joe here goes, "Oh, I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna be really sneaky about it." And he reloads,
right
and then he goes, "Yeah." And so now your last line, your last line.
Wait, that's actually even a cool thing as well.
Your last line can calm the reload.
Reload sweep. Reload sweep. That's I actually think this backdoor thing is lit, but also people cheating. Maybe.
Just don't cheat, bro. Don't cheat.
You're telling me. You're telling me.
Do we think that holding 2 on the barrels would be?
Nah, H2 fixes that. It's fine. Everything
Okay,
that's
but
an issue usually with Pro is like just solved with H2, so it's fine.
Okay, but imagine you got the 2 on the barrels, right? Oh shit. But instead of watching the door closest to them, they watch like the other person's door.
Yeah. But the time you have to shoot across and hit that without them getting the double is like actually crazy. And then mind you, they can just place lower and shoot you across in the gun.
Yeah. And I guess it depends how the barrels are. Like the barrels we have in Adelaide, the top is skinnier than the bottom. So like even if you have it flush on the thing like this, like someone's gonna be able to just like activate here and like
that's not a third door. That is a safety door. Thank you very much. It's not a playable door.
The safety door, mate.
The safety door. Everyone at LASAG actually has negative brain cells and doesn't know how to exit a base. So we're just gonna give them the door so they can do it.
And also, if the last line's popping off and they run out of shots, they can just like go through the reload, I guess. That's kind of cool.
Wait, actually though, what time?
Or if you didn't want that to happen, you would just move this like back a bit and put it in a box thing. So as they come out, like, you know, they're not gonna catch it unless they're being cheeky.
Could be cheeky.
They could do a little bit cheeky, but the ref's just gonna be standing in like in the middle of like open space.
Let's move, please.
That's awesome. I love this. All right.
The ref could literally, if the angles on the doors were bad enough, he could instead just stand in the back corner of the reload and probably maybe see him of the maze. That would be cool if we could make it so it's like that. Stand there and you can get angles on the doors. Instead of standing there.
Yeah. Bro's gonna need to get like a sniper god box. Everyone's gonna be so far away.
Oh, that could. Imagine you're under the base. You start shooting a bunch of people. You get to the point where you can reload from shots, and then you just hit the reload by accident.
Yeah, you'd have to be very careful. Like it would definitely have to be in some kind of a box. Like we have the boxes we have in Adelaide are actually really good. Let me get rid of this shit. They're like, oh, let's see if I can draw in 3D. They're like, I think Mopar designed them for Adelaide Nuts. It's something like this. And then the base is like, well, the reload was like in there. Oh shit. but it basically like angled it so like it can only get you from a specific angle. It was pretty good. I don't think we haven't really had any issues of getting reloaded from super far away in Adelaide, so you could do something like that.
Our reload bases are just in the open.
That's awesome.
They're used for bases for like public and stuff.
Oh right. I mean, so are ours, but like they're still shootable, still very shootable in like formats. Okay, what else do we think this back door needs something else? Looks like it's missing a barrel, Wax.
I think you can have a barrel and maybe just like a flat wall somewhere so that you can kind of sit further away, like in Hobart.
Wow, you need a cubby over here.
Yeah, like no, actually, I didn't hate how the idea of that was, because it kind of, you can drag the defender out and it makes it so it's like just.
Yeah, there's a little bit of outplay. Like you can
Yeah.
almost set up like a pin on this person on the L by like, I don't know, doing stuff like this, and then they're like oobity oobity oobity.
That seemed very open, but maybe that's okay.
Yeah, it does look very big, doesn't it?
And this barrel just kind of seems like it's there for no reason, but
that's fun. A barrel there, bro.
That's fine.
I think it'll make sense when I do the arena stream next week, and we'll fill in those bits. What do we want on this front door? If we're happy with this door for now, I think we want some barrels.
Do you want where the mid sweep is?
Yeah.
Do you want another sweep further back, or do you want it to just be that's the middle of the base and that's all where the flow comes through?
Like a sweeper.
Like, so there's this middle like snake area, and then is there like a further sweep so that the base is like actually huge, but the multiple options. We're getting, this shit's getting crazy, but like.
Okay, hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Like a sweeper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why is that not lining up? You bitch. Hold on. Is that lined up? No, it's not. Why? Oh, the barrels. Get out of here. 1, 2, 3. Please. Is that 4? 1, 2, 3. What's going on?
I'm kind of thinking more open though, not as like laney. Like just have it so like in the middle of the sweep, have like a little wall in the middle, and then have it so it sucks because you're slightly delayed. So don't where your mouse was where you moved that wall.
Oh, right, because do you want me to screen share on Discord? Will that make it easier?
Maybe screen share.
Yeah, I'll do that. Share your screen.
You keep doing things and I say yes, and then you do something else. Like, fuck.
True.
Yeah, so...
hold up. Axiom's asking for Under Green to be a one-man zone.
Oh, that's true.
I guess fine.
Do
you think?
Yeah, it's smaller than Hobart's, and Hobart's was a one-man zone.
Okay. All right.
Barrels will be a one-man zone. Under will be a one-man zone.
Let me. Oh my goodness.
God, what the hell is that?
Oh my goodness. I don't know what shape I can use to fill that. I'm just gonna do a line. We'll make it purple. Make it. Hold on, we'll bring that. Pardon me. That to the front. And we'll bring those to the front. Alright, there's your one-man zone, everyone.
So what I was saying is add the wall back into this, like the snake, and then have it so it's kind of like a Y. You know what I mean? Like just grab that other wall and shorten it. So grab your bottom right wall. It's just in the
this one.
Yeah, and put it dead center, and then make it shorter so it's like a Y. But then make it so that the sweep like half the size. It's like a little wall, and then have the sweep kind of more open. So it's not, it's like a corridor. It's just kind of like.
Like
and
that?
then just have like a longer wall that's opposite of the Y, and then just have it so that's like the mid sweep play. When you think of mid play, do you like how Hobart played with the elevator void and having it so that each three bases had their separate lanes, or do you like Aubrey mid play where it was like everyone just kind of meets in the middle?
It's a good question. I don't know if I really have a preference. I think it's just different, right? I guess like the individual lanes between the bases meant you could go about what you wanted to do like a little bit less obstructed by just like random people shooting you from stupid angles.
It also made the maze feel like the bases were separate without them actually being too separate. I kind of enjoyed.
So what you're saying is we need an elevator in the
We need
middle.
an elevator that has no use, but it's just there just to be exactly like Hobart. And then we'll have blue base at the top, red base down the bottom. We're getting there. We're building Hobart.
We're almost there. I've totally unintentionally put the green base at the top left. I only just realized. Oh my god. That's awesome.
There's so many ways to build it, because like when I'm like a fucking nerd, so I'll like draw on the wall when I'm in the shower, and I draw like is it a hexagon? What has the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I don't know. Whichever one it is, where it can perfectly be split into 3 sections. And I tried to make the best base, and it never works out. But
hexagon. There we go. There is one. Wait.
It's not a hexagon.
That is a hexagon. It literally.
Yeah. No. But
hexagon.
like, can you divide that into 3? Oh no. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
What do you mean divide it into 3?
You just have it into 3 spaces. Does it divide equally? Yeah, it does. So that's like that's what my cook is for like the perfect maze. Instead of being like a triangle, you make it a hexagon and have it so that the bases are like in each of the 3 zones. So it's split up perfectly, if you know what I mean. But I also don't know if it's like no one's ever gonna have a hexagon maze. It's kind of wild.
That's kind of cool though. I've never thought about that actually. Why does it look whack as hell when I make it big?
Hold shift or no?
No, it still looks whack.
Okay.
Why does it look like that? Doesn't make any
Can you
sense.
change the top right where it's like the rotation thing? Yeah. God damn.
Just looks like a box. What's going on?
Wait, the yellow thing. Change the yellow thing. Move that thing.
Yeah. There we go.
And now make it like the right size, and then you fix it. All right, delete it, remake it, hold shift, make it the perfect size, and then do it. So scuff. Yep, 19 by 16. Jesus Christ. Wait, this isn't even. Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.
Yeah.
2,
Okay, you can
3.
perfectly divide it. This is my cook for how to make the best maze.
Right,
Is
you
to
put
have it
reloads
at
in
least-
these deep corners or something.
Or you put one reload just in the dead center.
Oh, in the middle. One reload in the middle, like in Bendigo. There was only a
Yep.
few collisions.
But have it so it's like bigger. Like it's
Okay.
actually just like intelligently made and not made like it's a. I don't even know.
Oh, there's some cooking in the chat. Let me see. Made the fight for information tricky and fun. Runt was saying that he's pretty sure Wax made a Spider made a hexagon maze on his Instagram or something. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I guess what Zam's saying in the chat about like whether you have the individual mid lanes versus just like one mid that everyone shares is the information is a little bit harder to get, which I don't know if is necessarily a bad thing or not.
I don't know either. I think like an interesting factor. All right, how about this? We make the size of the full maze and decide where the bases should be before we continue making the doors of green. We don't have to do more than that, but like we just create the like scale of the maze so that we can know what we're working with.
That does help.
So I think right now we're just putting walls, and it's just like this.
It could be like enormous.
It could be huge.
That's kind of cool.
So if I think red and blue can be the same, but blue has to be further closer to red from Hobart if we want to do a similar to Hobart kind of scale, because we've already done that. But just make it so red's slightly closer, blue's slightly further down.
Right. So instead of green and blue being in the top corners, like you put blue like a little bit.
Like, yeah, so it's like a triangle.
Yeah. Okay. How big? How big is a?
Like 30 meters. Is 30 meters?
That seem reasonable?
Seems pretty reasonable. What are we at? What is that wall right there?
I'm gonna delete these because these are the exterior walls. They don't need to be one wall. They'll just be one giant concrete wall. Okay. Okay.
If I want an elevator or like a void space, I think it was very interesting. I don't know though. I also like mid play, so it's kind of hard to decide.
As well, yeah.
But also the mid play that was in Hobart was also pretty good. It meant the mid play was more at the bases, which was also interesting because the sweeps were strong. But then, like the sweeping at Aubrey, I actually enjoyed as well. So I don't know. Sweeping at Aubrey was not as good as Hobart, but it was still interesting enough that it made like mid play still something you have to keep like close.
I feel like you like had to use the sweep in red in Hobart to get in with like the cross shots and stuff.
Red was a bit strong.
I did enjoy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't think it was. I don't think it's hard to nerf it though. I think this
12.
Where? It's alright. Where are we at? Is this 12 meters?
That's 15 meters. Right. What's the what's
I
the
reckon 30 is
what's
pretty
the
good.
what's the size of the area of the Hobart Arena? I feel like 30 is like crazy big. No?
Maybe do 25 or something. Or like.
Alright, Brendan's finding out the size of the Hobart right now. For reference, I'm pretty sure this is the size of Adelaide. Down one side.
God damn!
Awesome. Hell yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Let's make it 25, I think. Wait. Is that 25? That
That's
seems
20.
small.
That's 20. 25 seems big. 1, 2.
Do 22 then.
No, fuck.
It's a little bit bigger.
That bothers me. That's not a nice number.
23.5, loose.
Alright, 25. We'll make it a square.
I think we should make it.
Hexagon.
Don't know.
Can I rotate? Is that
Surely.
Actually, no, I can't. Pretty sure you
Wait,
can.
what?
Yeah, you can't just like
There's no
rotate
way.
a line.
Can you hold shift while you move the line and it keeps the point the same? No. Okay. Can you hold control and do it?
No. That like coffees it.
Oh my god, what is this program?
No, it's good sometimes. Alright, I'm just gonna have to do it again. Hobart is 23 by 20. Yeah, I'm telling you, 25 is massive, dude.
Alright, calm down.
I'm doing 20. Get out of it.
And just compensating for Adelaide's maze. He's trying to make it feel bigger than it is.
It's not small, it's average size, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That is not 20. Hold up. 20. Is that right? 1, 2,
Is it 20 by 20 right now?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah.
Are we making a box or are we making a rectangle? I feel like it has to be boxy. I also don't think this is big enough with how big green is right now. Like, look at how much green like is taking up of the maze right now. It's actually wild.
Ha! What do you even
Telling
put
you.
anything else?
25 by 25, please. It's a dream. It doesn't have to be realistic. No one's gonna have a maze this big, but cooking.
Aubrey. 1.
Yeah, Aubrey.
2,
Actually,
3, 4.
we'll just remake the maze into whatever we make. We'll convince Spider.
Spider the maze man?
Well, he did a lot of the last one. Him and Pack King. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. There we go. We have our thing. Bomb. Bomb. That seems like a good size.
I think
Like,
that's not
looking-
bad.
looking
It might
at
be
how big
slightly
green
too
is.
big. It might be slightly, but I think it could be okay.
Well, let's remove these bits for now. Okay.
Now just put boxes where you think the bases should be, so that we know like roughly like what's going on.
Yeah.
Because do we want to do the thing with the run around reload at every base? What do you reckon?
It's kind of cool.
I don't hate it.
Where do we put the other bases though? I'm not sure.
I think red has to be kind of to the left slightly. Stop. Yeah, like there, maybe slightly to the right, and then blue has to be kind of like
Not in the corner. Has to
not
be,
like yeah, like
the middle-ish.
middle-ish.
What's the area of this actually? Me.
This is
Okay.
a good way to gauge what's going on.
I reckon. This really do be looking...
That is true. What Run said as well. Like, just have it so that all the bases are this perfect distance away from each other. I think this looks fine. This looks like perfect distance.
That looks... Yeah, I think like when you have... Can you... Yeah. I think that's fine. Actually, green looks kind of far away. When you just look at it like that. Got a perfect triangle.
Alright, now I add a black void in the middle.
Okay.
Are we doing it?
I don't think so. I don't know.
I reckon
don't
the
know.
mid could be cool with the way.
Okay, but instead of it being an elevator, it's like a
viewing deck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ha!
We are cooking. I'm gonna stand up on that bitch and ref.
Dude, refs in the viewing area could be kind of cool.
It'd be so hard to see anything.
Ugh.
Have one up there.
So I think with the base not in the corner, I mean, I guess you could push it in. Alright, this feels like enormous. Hold on, let me.
Feels a bit big.
Okay, we put the base flush in the wall, and then we have like you were saying with Darwin blue, where like the reload is like
that. Ooh.
That,
maybe.
or do we do it the other way?
The way we could make it so that the red is like close to the void, and have it so that you can't actually cross through the mid, and the mid plays like in the corner of the red or something. You know what I mean? That could be interesting.
Come again? My brain fried.
Move red slightly up, and then put the reload above it, and then have it so that there's like a wall so that you can't get through the void there or something. Or maybe it's like a long run around and then have like the doors play like uh fuck.
Yeah.
So like the doors are not, they're on like the sides instead of what are you doing? Are you good? You having a stroke?
I think
I'm
I
having a stroke speaking. You can't even move the objects. Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
like blocking it off a little bit. So like it like divides it, and the only way to get through is through reload. But you can rotate through the other way. Maybe it seems scuffed as hell though.
I don't like only being able to rotate through a reload.
We'll just delete that wall then. Delete that wall. All right, we're getting too far. We're cooking too much. We're supposed to be making grid.
That's true. That's true. But we have the perspective now of where things are.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we can put that like. We even had the colors the same as Hobart. Force broom.
Just change the colors. Fuck them. Can we
Yeah.
keep them
All
plain?
Right.
That's green base. That's red base.
There we go. Wait, hold up.
Make that blue.
That's really cook.
Yeah.
No.
Well, fuck them.
Yeah. There we go. Awesome.
Now it just looks weird.
It doesn't look right, does it?
This should be green base. God damn it.
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. So we are still in Hobart. Sure are. I think. Yeah, what we had here before was good. Whereas like a
something like that, what you just did was cool. Could be cool.
Wall. Like that.
Go back. Have both. Just copy this wall. Leave that wall there. Copy it.
Yeah.
And attach it to the right side of the V. So it's kind of like a weird, like, yeah. You know what I mean? So that like the red door defender doesn't have as much vision. So he actually has to like keep track of people, and it's a good way to like have good flow and like there's options.
Yeah, I guess Joe can see too much if that's not there, right?
Yeah. And then on the end of that wall you could have a barrel. Also, move the smiley face of the sweep like a little bit back. Maybe make it a little bit bigger so that the mid play there, if there's dueling, it's not just covering and it's like actual enough space to do things.
Make it. How many meters is that? That's 1, 2, 3. I don't know how many meters that is. What did I say?
I think it needs to be further away, or the middle wall needs to be shorter, but then cross shots could also start being an issue.
Yeah, that's. I think preventing the cross shots is a big bit of it. Is it better?
It needs to be, move it back, like away from the arrow. So move it like so that the dueling there isn't as tight. Because I feel like if someone's on either side of the arrow tip, like the arrow point, the dueling will just be like so tight. Yeah. And then you can have a barrel there. Move it further back and then just put a barrel on the back end of the tip. I actually don't hate that. Yes, we're cooking. This is a W.
This is a W. I think this space here is very short though.
You could move the V slightly up maybe.
Yeah.
V and the I. Fuck
This is V and I. Oh, that can't move up anymore. Otherwise, we don't have that minimum distance anymore. I think the wall is still big enough where, like, if you set up someone here and you got like a U there, like for you to go from one side of the wall to the other, like quickly, like.
Yeah, it's like a good distance so that someone could catch you off guard.
Yeah.
I'm also thinking that the void needs to not be a square. Like it could be a hexagon. Just turn this, just rotate it so it's in line with the sweep. Yes, yes. and then bring it close to the sweep. Yes. You.
And then we have your yeah,
Yeah.
I'm cooking with you. Oh yeah.
The Y. Then there's enough space there so that there's like actually two different options for mid play.
3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think that's big enough. Okay.
Cooking. It's not an elevator, Axim. It's a viewing station. Come on.
Yeah, it's a viewing station, bro. What color should I make it? I don't know. No. Viewing station. Okay. And what about this front door? What are we doing here?
We could do what Ron was saying earlier with the wall and the barrel on the end of it. So it could just be like green of front door of Hobart, which I think actually played pretty well because it meant you could, the way you held it was you were kind of open to the other door, but it's not as open on this base layout. But
I like that.
yeah, or maybe slightly further away from the baseline so it's not as claustrophobic because it's very close right now. Yeah, we're cooking.
Okay. And I guess the spot would be like on the barrel. But then I think you're going to be in the way of people trying to reload and stuff, like especially if they came from this way.
Yeah. Maybe make the wall slightly shorter so there's less of a wall and it's more barrel. And then move it slightly to the right. Yeah.
How much gap?
And then just have it so you remember the no man, the black and white, those standing zones. Just have that on either side of the reload so you can't stand, like, you know what I mean? So you can play on the barrel there, but then just on the entrance of the reload, there's like a little rectangle that you can't go into.
Yeah, right. Like, what color should I make that?
Make it like the yellow, maybe? Is there even a yellow? That is a disgusting color, mate.
Yeah,
just do the black and white, maybe. Like the sketchy, like...
Oh, that's just like see-through.
Okay. Yeah, that.
Gradient. Great. Just like a box
so
around it, like that.
It's like a no-play zone. You can't stand there. You can't go there unless you're reloading.
I'm curious, what's this going to look like? Because you can go between light and dark mode. What's this going to look like?
Oh my god.
It's got flashbanged.
Actual flashbang.
Hold up. Oh yeah. Right up. Yeah, one on the exit as well, I guess.
Why are you chirping, Axiom? What's this? What is this?
He's chirping up. To back. Okay. I don't know. That looks kind of boring. Gives me another barrel. That's what we need. Hold up.
You could do like a dumbbell.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. All over it. Actually, my Adelaide guys in the chat, do we miss the dumbbells that used to be at the door of the Doors of Green? I miss the dumbbells.
Nope.
The hell, bro.
Oh,
What's wrong with the dumbbells?
You're by yourself.
What was wrong with the dumbbells? They were awesome. What are you talking about? These guys are cooked. Okay, it's really this is bothering me. It was weird. You're weird, bro. How about that? Boom, dumbbell.
It just looks like you're gonna get absolutely destroyed by so many angles. Like this is like green front door of Aubrey, where you just kind of vibing out, getting shot by like 6 different people.
Yeah, dude, that front door was bust. That front door was not fun. Actually, that was cursed.
I refuse. I refuse to play there, and then when I would, I'd just run off.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Maybe you know what you could do a dumbbell with a half height instead of a full height. Easy. Maybe not. That seems cool.
That sounds gross. People are just gonna be like gremlin running past the half heights. Gross as hell.
I feel like we need to like make some of the walls slightly further away so we can decide how it would play, like getting sniped and stuff. You know what I mean? Feels like right now
it's hard, right?
It's hard to tell like what's gonna actually happen.
I kind of like. Hold up.
That's right there. It's so close.
I mean, we can move it down. We can move it down. I like the idea of. Hold up. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a bit. Like the whole viewing deck being like a donut. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, just show me. I'm pissing, so I'll come back and let you cook.
Alright, I'm cooking for a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Alright. That's what I'm saying, Seth. The dumbbells were awesome. I feel like the panel not being there anymore makes it a bit harder to deal with that. Like at least on Nexus, the door defender that's on the end of it, on the back barrel. You know what I'm saying? This definitely has turned into like the whole arena stream. Huh. Jeez. 2 hours. I've been streaming for 2 hours. When did that happen? That's wild. Old Adelaide Green was very cool. I do miss that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't look right. It's not symmetrical. It's close enough. Oh, true. The red sweep does look like the old Adelaide bases. Actually. Look, there's only so many shapes you can make, guys. There's only so many shapes. Whatever. Rocking it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What do we think, guys? What do we think of the... It doesn't look right. What have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that needs to be armor. Looks a bit better. Put a 1, 2, 3. That's too big. No. Hustle and soul. I'm just... Wax and I are just making some imaginary arena. That's 25 by 25. With a totally not an elevator in the middle. Excuse me. Where am I going with this, guys? I'm not going. That's what's happening. This shit's hard. That's hard as hell. Wax is right. Like, it's hard to design the outside of the base doors without knowing what the snipes like into it and stuff are gonna look like. I like the idea of like all the in-game leaders just like running around this donut in the middle. That sounds pretty fun. That sounds pretty wild.
All right, who's letting mans cook? What is this? What am I looking at?
Hold up.
You know, I was saying that I used to make my own mazes. This is how I do the reload in the middle for the hexagon maze. What the hell did you?
Where have I gone?
It's gone.
Where am I? Oh, there we go. Actually, it bothers me it's not in the direct middle, actually. That bothers me a lot.
This looks scuffed as all hell. Imagine, this is the maze map for the Nationals maze. What the fuck am I looking at?
What the hell? Yeah. Oh, I don't know. You'd have to have some, like, ziggy zaggy stuff going on. Otherwise, yeah, Zam's right, like, the cross shots, like, angles, like, through, like, these bits are crazy. Base units on the floor. There was actually a...
Yo, we could do that.
There was a base in... So a lot of like the more old school players from Adelaide, like Ninja and Ninja Jim and Moo, they came from an arena called Zone 3. And they had a base that was in the bottom of like a barrel. And it was like the barrel was just like on the ground. That was kind of cool. Viewing station has no viewing. It's currently spitting facts.
Just these walls. Just these walls.
Damn.
Oh my god, you fucked it. I went to the toilet, I come back and you cooked,
Nah,
and it's not in a good way.
I'm getting rid of it. It's gone. My cook is gone.
Oh, damn. I think it does need to be slightly bigger, but
yeah, for sure.
like it.
Where's the middle? I need to find the middle. Hold up. Oh. Okay.
Second ginger, what the fuck?
What's that?
Cool Beans has two gingers making maze maps in front of him. Second.
I don't know. I'm not up to date with the gingers.
They came to Brisbane for 4 days to train. So they've been here since Sunday.
Who's that?
Cool Beans and Dart
Yeah, right.
came to Queensland for a little bit.
Cool.
You're imagining the viewing station like higher up as well, right? It's not just like on the ground.
Oh yeah, naturally it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
2 or 3 stories up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's an elevator to get from the bottom to the top of the viewing station. Hold on. Wait, what have I done? And then can I use Alt? No. Shift? Yeah, here we go. Oh. Yeah, so here we go. And then here's the elevator. Oh, I can't see viewing station anymore. People know that. Alright. I don't know what to do next. I said I was going to design bases. And I've done one base.
I could just like...
It's been 2.5 hours.
It's so hard to do just the base though. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually difficult. Because you need to think about so much.
I think we can do it. I think I'm going to design... Let's design just the bases themselves. And we'll wrap it up there. And I'll continue on with this next week. Otherwise, I'm just going to fry my brain.
We're going to be here for 8 hours again.
Yeah. Too easy. It's such a time sink. Alright. So I'm thinking... This one we make more like Albury. No. Can I lock it? Wait, hold on, unlock it. Get rid of that. And then lock it. So I can't mess around with it. Awesome. Albury. Did you like the Albury Blue Base?
Yeah, I really like it. I thought it was really good.
I think it's really good. Really good.
I think the base positioning kind of sucked, but it also made interesting things happening with like shooting. So if you just say you cleared backdoor, you could shoot the base and cover yourself and like watch front door, but not well, like from the like the side. So like you come through backdoor and you shoot from like bookend pretty much. Like
Like
you
the
could shoot
top
from
bit of
like
it.
or the bottom bit, and like you could shoot the base and kind of watch yourself and cover yourself. But if
Yeah.
you came from front door and tried to do it, it made it so that back door was the stronger door, but when you did crack it, you had options to do things, which I liked.
That's
But,
true.
yeah. The only thing I want them to do at blue is to get rid of that random wall, because it doesn't matter. Like,
Oh yeah,
just,
this one here, yeah, that one's
like it's unless
silly.
they put another one on the other side to make it even, or I also want them to make the middle wall a half wall, because both the other bases have the half walls in it. I think could be interesting.
I mean, yeah. I really enjoyed that wall, personally, being a full height one. Because it, like... It enabled some, like, counterplay if people was trying to set up pins. So
Yeah,
let's say I'm the dude last line on the front. And then I like see that someone's activating on this pin side, and then I get a con that there's another one activating tight, rather than just like sitting there and copying it, which on Nexus, like you could kind of get away with it a bit if you were quick with the phase, but on H2 it's going to be really strong. If you knew it was coming, you could drop back to like the end of this middle panel and like catch them out and stuff. Or you also had the option of like quickly like doing a switch hold and like coming at them from like this other angle, and if they weren't like disciplined with like their shoulder or something, you might be able to kill like the pin person, and then like the whole setup was gone. So yeah, I actually really liked that middle wall. I think it was sick. And there was enough room for it as well. So
yeah, I really like blue.
Yeah, I agree.
I didn't like how far away blue was. I wish it was closer.
Oh yeah, in relation to everything else, yeah, it was. I mean, just look at it.
Red is actually a mile away. Holy.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just make Aubrey red. And move that for a sec. But I might need to make it bigger. I don't think I have enough room here. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. It also wasn't like a 90. It wasn't like a 45 angle, was it? It was more of a more of a something else angle.
I'm just grabbing a liquid. I'll be back.
That's okay. Yeah, I think the space needs to be a bit bigger. One, two, three. One, two, three. Yeah, we need a little more room, hey? Not much. Just a bit more room. That's pretty much what it looked like, isn't it? Yeah. One of the doors needs to be... extra 2 blocks that way. Move that extra 2 blocks that way. Oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Could get away with just 1. We'll do 2.
This looks too small.
Yeah, it is. That's why I'm increasing the size now.
I also like how we've made Aubrey blue face.
Yeah, what of it?
And it's like in the same position on the map as well.
No, no. God damn.
Actually.
Hold on, I have to put it where green is now.
No, swap. Just swap red and blue. Oh no, then it's the same.
No, but like
the
structures are in the same space as well. Oh.
I think it has to be there though, unless you want to make it so it's top and bottom of green. Like
yeah, I was
like
gonna do that.
Rotated. Okay, yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, then it doesn't look the same. Actually, let's go. Let's do that.
Let's do that. But then green, Hobart green is still where green is as well. So I need that to be. I need all of this to be over here.
All right, it doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't. I'm copping it. Okay. Yes, obviously I think. Yeah, I realize like that middle wall being there means you do have to push like this back wall back quite a bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that far, which is a little annoying. You have to put some tiny ass wall just to do that, but whatever. And a really small wall here. 250 mil wall. Awesome. That looks good. I reckon. What are you thinking?
It definitely doesn't look perfectly to scale, but it's like doesn't the end of the world.
And what do we...
I don't know. I'm trying to think because I did like what I was saying before, like the idea that one of the doors was harder to hit, but also it made it so shooting from bookend from that side was easier. And maybe that's the thing we can keep in mind, like how we've done it. Not how we've done it at green, but how we decided that one of the doors we want to make it stronger and easier to hold than the other one.
I mean, there's also an option like it's somehow just on the end of this panel.
It could just be in a box at the end there.
Yeah, I guess like the shape of the box would be a limiting factor, right? Like
cylinder or something.
Yeah, because I think you'd want to be able to take it from either end of the like. I usually call these ones over.
We call it bookend in Brisbane, but I don't think that's like the best comp.
Yeah, we call it over because we got over and under. Over under. I think I would want to be able to take it from either end of that.
Just put it there. I reckon there's the best spot.
And I think there shouldn't be an angle onto it from outside anyway.
And the good thing is when it's there, if you're sitting like default and you're shooting the base, you have to you're doing a lot to shoot the base. You can't just like
Yeah,
shoot
barely
it
move your
easily.
phaser, yeah.
You gotta like actually be good at switching. Hit the base, defend yourself. Hit the base, defend yourself. So I think that's good.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah, and we have to remove one of the back walls. Okay. for our reload. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna.
I really like this idea for the reloads, but I would like to see it be played to
Oh,
see how much
yeah.
of an issue it'd be.
100%. It seems, in principle, like a good idea.
I just don't know if the reload times are so short that it's an issue. But if we do what we did at red base and make it so it's like one directional and it's like we keep that in mind, like it can be.
Yeah, like you have the strong door gets a long reload. Now, the issue we have now is like where do we put the sweep for the base?
I was thinking we move the base up and have a sweep so it's like you can run around the
like,
bottom of it.
Like
I thought you were gonna move this to the top right as well. Are we not doing that anymore?
I was gonna move green to the top right. Well, sorry.
No. I mean swap it so that blue base was on the side instead of it being. You know what I mean?
Like over here this way.
Like rotate this, but have it so it's like on the side there. I guess it doesn't matter. We've already done it.
I mean, I was, but this program doesn't let you rotate stuff, so that's not happening. Okay.
Be a corridor with enough space and for a wall and dueling, maybe, or a barrel and dueling. Unless we just put the reload on the other side.
We could
you know what I mean?
Yeah, we could do the reload on this side instead, actually. That probably makes more sense, right?
And it makes it so it's not as scuffed.
Yeah. Alright,
yeah, I think that's probably better, actually.
Close that bad boy up. Boom. Pardon. Okay.
Vibing it, I'm vibing it.
Is there any other changes you would make to this base? Like just the inside?
Maybe. Like, I know that Cyrex and Cans were talking about it having issues of exiting, but reload exiting solves that, so we don't actually have to fix anything.
Yeah, I mean, there was a few collisions of, like, people getting shot out, doing the right thing, going to the outside wall here. And then, like, as they're trying to leave, getting, like, cleaned up as, like, people, like, sprint lunging in.
I think so. Maybe just adding more shooter spots, but I think it's fine.
Oh, I have no creativity, bro. look at this shit, man. Look at this.
Yeah, we're just taking things we've liked though and just gone with it. Yeah, I think it's not the end of the world. Like,
what's the other base we really like?
Everyone was saying red at Lawton, so we just
all right,
red at Lawton.
All right, here we go. Coming right up.
Nah, let's think. Adelaide bases were cool, but
I think there's something there.
I think there's something there with like maybe not mesh though, but maybe
the mesh was cringe. The mesh was cringe.
I didn't like the mesh.
We call it mesh RNG. A home where it's like there's some random chance that your shot's just gonna get caught by the mesh and it just doesn't reg. That's really annoying.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I did really like the Adelaide bases because you could hold it with two, like you could go one on each of the half heights, or you could go one on this half height, one on default. But it was like you could make solo plays. Like one of my favorite things to do was I would load up on like this. Did you guys call it the side door? These ones?
I'm pretty sure we did, but we might have called it that.
Yeah, and if there was someone holding the mesh, like you could just like kind of run in very quick, and it was like it was a small gap, so it was, and because the half height's there, they can't like follow you around. If that makes sense. So you just kind of run past, and then you get like an easy dive on like the default person, or you could double back and like, get like an easy lunge on the person. So you could do solo stuff. I think the solo stuff was maybe a little too easy. But you could definitely like set up pins and such. Actually, one of the changes we made, one of the changes Mopar made actually so I think when Adelaide Nuts was over, I don't know if it was for the Adelaide comp, maybe. He came back and he did some changes, and like one of the things he did is he removed the half height on the side.
A little bit better.
Which I personally think played better, yeah. I did enjoy that. So let's maybe start off with an Adelaide green base.
Or Sunny Coast bases. What did you think of like green and blue? Because I still hate red.
Yeah, I didn't really like red. I think I liked green more than blue.
I think blue plays similar to how red it plays. Runt, you're on crack. You are cooking. There's no way you just said that. I guess that kind of makes sense for how you like to play there. Yeah, the two-man lock is not.
Yeah, that's true. Look, my Sunny Coast experience is tainted because I think it was probably one of the worst nats I've ever had performance-wise. So like whenever
Did you guys even get that year?
Well, that was when it was like it was Aftershock, but it was like Mikey, No Idea, Thick, Wardy, myself, and Marmaduke. But it was all like only their second year. And I captained that year, and I'm not a very good captain. And that was also the year I decided to shoot 3 bases in our knockout game when I swapped packs. And I also broke the triples format.
What a year. You had a good year that year.
It's a pretty cursed year. I think it was also it was also my last year of trying to get like a juniors trophy, and I got 4th. And it was, yeah, I don't know. I have a lot of
good experience.
I have a lot of negative emotions attached to Sunny Coast, so yeah, I don't want to think about it anymore. Actually, it made me upset.
Fair enough. Can you quickly skim through some of the other mazes so we can maybe just?
Yeah. Okay.
We could do Adelaide.
Yeah. So what we got? We got your one right now.
Launton Red.
Similar.
All red from Nats.
This is our current arena. I really like our green.
I feel like we've pretty much done 2 of your bases.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like blue and green are like similar to what we've done.
I didn't like the other bases as much.
Red from here is good.
It was fine, yeah. The cross shots were just cringe.
So.
We just have Launton.
Blue from Launton here.
Blue Launton.
Or red from Launton. Green was a bit weird, but it wasn't that bad.
Strange.
Blue here is probably one of my favorite bases.
Is that like a nostalgia thing, or do you think objectively like it was really good?
I liked the barrel play under because you could hold 2 in, but it wasn't OP, especially on H2.
How did you hold 2 on this base, bro?
You'd have one where the base is, and it was called Spider, and then you'd have someone in the barrels, and then you'd move. If the person on backdoor was pinning, you would move to Spider, and then if the front door was pinning, you could go to V, like to the left, and look around and watch the front.
Right.
I enjoyed this, especially with how it played with like the mid mid sweep's good. The
Yeah.
front door's very open, so it's just dueling. Back doors around the barrel, so it made it very interesting.
Yeah.
Spacing's good. Like,
And you could do it with one, just like in between the cleavage, if you will. In between the two barrels.
Yeah, I'm getting nostalgia right now. Bring it back. Holy.
Stinky was asking, did I get a turn for shooting 3 bases or what happened? I got my score set to 0, because that's the procedure. But basically, I'd gotten both bases, and then my trigger stopped working, so I pack swapped, and then my teammate was like, do you have green? And I was like, I don't think so. And then I destroyed it again.
Yeah, okay, I am giving mad H Pro vibes, but on H2 it's fun. You can, I don't know. Having open space is not the end of the world, in my opinion. I think it can be good sometimes.
Alright, hold up. So we got Brisbane Blue. We
Any
got...
of those.
Yep, any of the Adelaide ones.
Oh, this is...
Yeah,
I
this is
love
2018
blue
one.
here. Blue was amazing.
Blue was whacked. Blue, you
loved
like
it.
blue because you're a bloody twig and you can fit in this little V, huh? Is that why you liked it?
Nah, I just have... That's the game where I went when we got into Golden Game, and I just remember diffing Cobras. It's like the best game of my life. I actually went sicko mode, and this maze was huge!
I know. Like the
Holy.
like the current arena, like obviously like all of this bit's cut off, but then also like this up to here is like cut off as well. So like yeah, this arena was
Actually,
so
wild.
big.
I don't know. Maybe not. I guess if other people don't like blue, then it's fair enough.
Runt hates blue. He did say he likes red, which
That is scuffed. Red just felt like it wasn't even a base. It just felt like a piece of the maze, and they were like, baselines right here.
I don't know. It was okay. It was pretty whack though, actually. I think you could hold 2 in. Like, I know when I played on Vortex that year, we would put wall on this edge, and then we had, like, I think, Fancy Boy, like, in this little box thing, and that was a pretty decent two-man hold. The L was kind of just there. I think it was fun.
Green could be interesting if the sweeps were better, but the sweeps so far away.
Yeah, Zam does make a point that this red on H2 would be really bad, just because of how close the baseline is.
True.
Good point. Did you like green? Green in Aubrey?
Yeah, but do you remember how bad the reflex were?
That's true.
I got like mad tainted view on that shit.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. What other ones have I got here? No. Darwin.
Ooh, Darwin bases. I really liked green, but also it was scuffed. It worked because the ramp. If the ramp wasn't there, I think it would have been terrible. Blue was good as
The
well.
ramp was so hyped, dude. The ramp was cool.
I loved
as
it.
hell.
Taking from ramp was lit, but it would be impossible in H2. Like,
oh yeah, true.
destroying if you do that shit.
Yeah.
It's crazy how small this maze is when you look at it.
Yeah, I think
Actually,
they use the space very well. But I think I said it before. The reason they were able to use the space well, they'd sacrifice like the sweeps from one door to the other. Than blue's got this corridor, but green and the red sweep is like going on a hike,
on a journey.
just a sweep. All right, Runt's telling me to check out the finished bases. He's getting Boras.
Finish the bases in Finland are crazy.
All right, you send it to me on Facebook, Runt.
Is that all the photos you got no other maze photos?
Hold up. I think there's another. There's Bendigo. I'm not using
I get that shit off my face.
Get it on the screen. Hobart. This place looks really good.
The whole maze looks really good there. Just gotta change a couple things and we'll get there.
Just a couple things. Just this is a viewing deck instead in the middle. Right. Yeah, that's all I have because I just have I got all these together for like when we do the Zoltak Arena tier list, which is going to be next week, Saturday, at around 6:30 p.m. I think, or something like that. Next week Saturday. Lock it in, folks. Yes, I think it's between Launton, not that Launton Blue, between old Launton Blue and Adelaide bases.
I'm biased. You're biased. Someone else pick.
Can I do a poll in chat? How do I do that? No, this is too hard.
Everyone say something in chat.
That's it. Yeah, everyone in the chat, Adelaide bases or Launton Blue base for this last place, and I'll try and make a couple changes so I'm not just straight ripping them.
Just shut up. We're done then. Unlucky.
We got three Adelaide, one Launton so far. I'll give you a few seconds.
All right. You've got all the Adelaide people to vote. just do Adelaide. Doing Adelaide. It's happening.
Hold up. Runts just sent me. We'll have a look at these finished bases. And then. There we go. Pull it up. Oh, it's a picture of a picture. This makes me sad.
Oh my gosh. What am I looking at?
What am I looking at? What are these fat lines?
There's like a window. There's like. That's a half wall. There's like a window, I'm pretty sure, from memory. What am I looking at?
Is that drawn on a napkin? No, it's not drawn on a napkin. I'm crazy.
This is wild.
What is this fat bit? I don't understand.
It's a half wall. It's a half wall.
Ah.
Or the base.
So there's like ramps. Damn, those finished guys must have calves of steel.
Nah, they're like very short ramps.
Oh, okay.
Pretty short from memory.
Oh, so they have identical bases, which is interesting. I think they just have their fat liners in a different spot. Where do you... I don't understand. Where would you even... Oh.
What do you even do?
Where would you last line from?
Maybe they don't. Maybe they just don't.
I guess they don't. They just run around and sit on the outside. Alright, Runt wants to jump in Discord. Hold up. Let me get him an invite. Invite people. Copy. And you have to explain what the hell we're looking at. Well, I sent you the link on Facebook, Runt. You chat it in the open. That's awesome. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. So you literally do chat it in the open. So you see between those two walls towards the bottom. So if you move the cursor down a bit, you stand between them. Yeah. And then you flip shot back and forth to shoot down both ramps. If you stand on either side, you get shot from the other door.
Right.
Oh,
like
you
from
literally
the top
stand
door.
in the open, flip shotting back and forth, chatting it, and like you can jump to a wall if you want some more cover from one door or something. And then watching the top door is pretty easy-ish, kind of like it's not super easy, but you put someone on the panel, so long as your back door doesn't die. But then like you get a back door, you can literally chat it in the open, and then you get a top door call, and then you like step to the T and like shoot the top door. Like it's crazy to watch.
So they play two in the base then?
Usually one, but you can play two. Like, so they usually like play two if they get dumped on, but like usually one. And it's literally just someone chatting it in the open, flip shotting back and forth to watch those two bottom doors, and then they get a top door call, and then they like spin around and put a shot around that T.
This is wild.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's kind of cool.
Isn't there windows as well that you can be shot through? Or am I tripping?
So that T, all three walls are like kind of cutouts. So like they have those like little hexagons removed from them.
Right.
So they're like kind of half height, but not quite.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even hate this, you know?
Right? It's crazy. They're really big bases too. So like,
Yeah, it
you
looks
get a
roomy.
top door call and you have time to like spin around and flick that shot out. And it's like really high skill bases. Like the difference between like a good player and a bad player in these bases is like insane, and that's what you want.
Mm. Yeah, it's just a totally different way of thinking about bases, right?
Yeah.
Wax, let's put one of these in.
Yeah.
Just stay here to cook with us though.
Pardon? Yeah, I'm down.
All right, hold up. Let me get it up on my other screen. Oh, that looks horrible. Hold up. Get rid of. No. Yes. Okay. So what am I looking at? This is green base.
So you'd probably go blue base just because it's oriented in the correct direction.
Oh, jeez, man. Didn't you hear? I can't rotate.
No, like still the finished blue base, not like.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like.
Yeah.
Okay. Go.
Oh my god, I was gonna have a stroke. What are you? I wasn't even doing anything and I was gonna have a stroke.
The elevator and the viewing deck has got to go for a sec. Goodbye. Do we think? So there's obviously like this, right door, I guess, or the back.
So it's actually 3 door bases.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think is the sweep on the outside super important?
I don't know.
Sure.
It could be the reload.
I've spitting. Okay. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Oh, let me get rid of the. It's got a line on it. Go away. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of that for a sec. Then we got...
It's simple, Sam. You just make the viewing deck triangle, and then the maze also triangle.
Why didn't I think of that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think a hexagon plays better, 100%. Triangle's like the most, like, it's ideal, but like hexagon just like is slightly better.
Well, yeah, because I think if you have a triangle, you're just gonna have some cursed like squeezy corners, right?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah.
I think hexagon
You do like triangle shape, but not with like the points of a triangle, so it's like kind of like
that's why hexagon.
Not quite. No. I'm still thinking a triangle, but like you bring the corners in to be like super rounded.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Well, I wish I
don't know what the point of that little wall on the right is. So I don't think you need that.
Which
one?
one?
I guess you could sit on it.
Oh, true, and you can. Oh, yeah, so you can kind of run up the left side of the ramp so you don't get shot.
Yeah.
Like by the other person. Interesting.
Oh, there's a little wall there.
Yeah.
Because also, from watching it, like I remember the ramps are actually not that deep, so like that wall is probably like good to stop the cross shot from ramp side to ramp side.
Okay, cooking. I think I have to make that ramp a little bit wider if I want to put that little wall in.
Yeah, probably.
Is that? Ah.
It's another ramp.
Right, but this one's like, yeah, rather than you're entering this. Okay, there's walls there, so it kind of looks like a chode.
Don't they have like directional zones as well? That it's like you can't do certain things.
I don't know.
That's somewhere else.
There weren't any directional zones that I can remember.
Oh, you played here?
No, I like commentated like a lot of it. Like, and yeah. Oh, that door's a wide boy. I guess that works. That works to be wide, yeah.
Alright, that was by accident. I didn't go far enough.
I hate this. I think it's interesting.
Definitely like an unorthodox, design compared to like what we're used to in Australia, right? It's kind of crazy. That goes there.
People are going to be very like picky in like Ascensions and stuff. People are not going to be able to play this base. Holy.
Yeah, it's way more high skill than the others.
Okay. Right. Do we think that little walls are really important?
Not super. Like, it's probably.
I think it could be.
I think
worse
it's nice
but
if
I
you've
think
got
it's-
space.
I think all of them have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Alright, we'll do it. So we'll just do like a, say like a 500 mil wall or something. So we'll just move this across. 1, 2. Okay. And then it's like a T.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Wait, is it? Okay, so is that fat bar?
That's the base.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird as hell.
Right. So it's only like you can't shoot it from everywhere?
No, because of the cutouts, you can shoot it from everywhere. So people will actually like hold the like top door, the left door, as we're looking at it, like on one of those panels, and they just like throw their phaser to hit the base while holding that door.
Right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right?
I don't think that needs to be quite as long as a
That's
mid wall.
Definitely too long.
Alright. We'll just make it a.
And yeah, then to mark that they're half heights, I guess like half of each wall is half height. So like the tip is half height, if that makes sense. I think that's how you'd represent it on the maze map.
No. No.
Yeah, that is true. Refing this base would be impossible. Holy.
What are you saying about the
People are
half height?
So like the tips of each wall. So like half of every wall is half height, if that makes sense. So like take the yeah. So yeah, that's half height.
And then we'll make it like gray.
Yeah, kinda. Maybe it's probably a bit less than that, like probably a bit smaller of a portion, and I think they come out a bit further into the base. So like, yeah, like that. Something like that,
On
maybe.
the end of the T as well, or
Yeah, yep.
something like that.
Kind of like that, yeah. I think now you can extend the half heights a bit further into the wall, but yeah. So, yeah, like that ish.
Please.
I would be so keen to try something.
Yeah.
It's so different to how we play, but I'm here for it.
Let's do it. Who's building this arena?
I think Hovart's a bit small to build it.
Yeah, it's
our
a
issue.
big boy.
It's our big boy, yeah. Aubrey could build this. Aubrey could easily build this. New green for Aubrey.
True.
Spider. You've got the space. Make it happen.
I'll send him the VOD.
You just get him to copy this maze completely. I'm telling you. Making the perfect maze.
They have the room. Okay. And then to continue the trend of our cursor reload around the back.
Yeah, if they're directional, you can make them like 1 meter wide. Like they don't have to be that wide if they're only one directional.
We're cooking. I would like the option to make them both ways if for balancing purposes.
Yeah, that's valid.
Okay. Wait, and then it looks like I don't know how important that is. That extends like a little bit past. I love how my design, the perfect base stream, has turned into just completely
Copy
ripping
and
off
paste.
other bases. This is awesome.
There's only so many bases that you can make.
This looks like really fun.
Mm.
Yeah, so I'm guessing people like you don't stand right in the middle here because you would just like get shot, so you have to like be back a little bit.
Yeah, you kind of hold it like you do blue base in Aubrey, where you kind of like lean forward to keep your like sensors back, and then
Yeah.
like throw your phaser out to hit down.
Is there issue? Would there be issues of Joe? Where's Joe? Joe, come over here, Joe. I mean, okay, excluding the reload being there.
Maybe that's why they have those little extra walls on the end, so you can't get that cross shot.
Ah.
Because yeah, that does look gross getting sniped from all the way back there.
Yeah, that'd be annoying.
And the thing is, you could have like it so it's a no standing zone, so you can just like.
Yeah,
knock it off
that's
anyway.
that's what I was cooking
Yeah,
to the back. Okay.
I like it because yeah, it's still like it's not like a crazy hard crack even without that like that pin shot or whatever. But yeah, like genuinely, people played every single panel and every corner of this base. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you kind of need to, right? You need to get crazy.
well,
with it.
yeah,
So what
they
you
go
were
there.
you saying that if they come back, they're now exposed to Joe over here? Joe
Yes,
Snow?
yes.
You need to make the baseline in line with those walls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so if you think you're clear from that door, you can shift your weight to be a bit safer from the like right doors. But yeah, like it's often worth doing for like a second. Like the chances of someone being alive on that door pinning it is low, but it does happen. So
Yeah. And so where is the base?
like it's on that T-wall, but I'd say you do what they did with oh no, I like it being on that side. Because if they go on the left door, it should be a harder take than if you go on the right. Like, I was thinking like put it on top, but then it's like too easy to take from that left door. So I like the fact that they have to put their phase around to shoot it. Yeah.
And it's in this little nook, is it?
Yeah, essentially. But it's kind of like, yeah,
So
it's on the left wall.
Joe comes in and he gets to like here.
Mm.
And he's shooting through the cutout, or is he like on this cutout?
Yeah, he's like kind of behind the cutout, like popping shots. They allow you to pop shots over the half wall, but you don't need to pop it over. You just sort of like just pop your phaser above the half wall to pop a shot into the base. And then it lets that person, and they have to. Then it lets someone like run in that door, and you saw like the craziest shots over that half wall, hitting someone in the gun as they're like popping their shot. So Joe needs to be careful as he pops his phase around.
Joe does need to be careful. I love when I play one shot per second like stuns, and you get stunned like when you've put 2 shots in the base and then you get stunned and you're like, oh, you just, like...
It happened a lot. Like people would get stunned on the gun there, and then they'd run around the other side of the tee as like Wax chases Joe, and then like it's crazy to watch.
It's a race between Wax and Joe.
Yeah. Yeah. So like,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, like it obviously like plays well with stuns, but I don't think it needs to be on a stuns format to be viable.
Yeah.
I only just realized this, you motherfucker. Why's my head so small?
I told you I made him proportionate, mate. Sorry. We make it your figurative head. There you go. There is Wax. All right. Goddamn, boy. What's he been eating? Okay.
I'm vibing this.
Well, we'll put these bloody no standing zone things while we're at it. Bam. It's up to the back. We got something going on here.
Let's go.
Do we think there's an issue of one or two of the bases being stronger?
Look, I still think red is very, very strong to anchor.
Mm.
Blue doesn't look too bad because like the pins are like pretty good now. Like the issue with Aubrey is like the pins were there, but it was really hard to set up on a pin. If you can have it so you can actually set up on a pin on that blue base, I think that'll play
Yeah.
really well. So the anchor will be less strong. But yeah, the narrowness of the doors at that red base mean that like it will be very strong. But yeah, it also looks fun though. So I don't know.
Right.
Like if
we
players
could
just sort of send it
like
to the middle.
could shorten this wall a bit. Maybe remove the barrels.
Maybe like angle it like a wing.
Yeah. That'd be crazy. Oh my god.
But yeah, no, I think that looks good because now to like lean out to shoot the inside, you're
Yeah.
risking your shoulder
Yeah.
if you're not careful.
Just make that wall a bit shorter. Yeah,
And I think you could still squeeze in a barrel, maybe.
a barrel.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not on the end. Maybe it's like on the ends.
Yeah. I thought it was gonna be like there-ish. Yeah, I think that looks more viable.
On both?
Yeah, send it.
Send it. That's what I'm saying. What do you think of like the back reload bit? What do you think of that?
I really like it. I think
it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I cooked. I am the best cooker. The only problem is green. Green doesn't really have it, but I think it's fine because we have 3 doors anyway. Like
Three wide doors. They're pretty safe.
Yeah. If you get taken out here, you're just dumb as hell. Like
Yeah.
you just deserve to be taken out.
Do we think this one's too shallow? If that's only like a 1.2 meter, like too narrow. So
not too sure. You wouldn't want it much wider because otherwise, like the shots onto wax would be rough. 1.2 should be fine, I reckon. Yeah, probably. Like the thing is, you don't need to lunge that door either. You don't need to come flying in, which is a big pro. Like base doors that you don't have to lunge are like great for the game because they're like safer and they're usually more strategic.
you can put that thing there. Get out of it. All right. Well. Oh, I've been streaming for 3 hours now. 3 hours, 12 minutes.
That's wild.
The first
Damn.
hour was just on writing notes, bro. I didn't even write much, bro. The first hour can be boiled down to this. That's crazy.
Yeah, I dipped out for a second. What happened with that like bottom door of red? Like I feel like it had stuff there and then you guys gave up or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, no.
I think we started stressing about like, oh, like it depends what like the rest of the arena
Yeah,
will look
yeah.
like. And,
But no, yeah, I think this is a maze where you don't need an elevator shaft. You probably do kind of like Adelaide where you have that like really long dividing wall between red and green because they are quite close. But if you put like a big
Yeah.
wall between them, then you're fine.
Great wall. Let me. Hold up.
I think green's also definitely gonna want that like straight wall in front of that left door.
Wait, 1, 2, 3. It'll be somewhere there. What were you saying?
Yeah, and then so like a vertical wall in front of that door just so you can't get sniped from like really far.
Oh, yeah,
I want my viewing station.
true. How are we supposed to see anything?
You can still do a viewing station, a like narrow one. That should be G.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, and then make it a fair bit longer, I reckon.
Like.
Yeah, that looks pretty good.
Good.
I'm vibing this.
Yeah, goes hard.
By the way, you at make this shit. Make this shit happen.
Make this shit happen.
I don't know if you need that one there. If you need to cuff it.
Nah.
I
thought it
don't know.
looks cool.
I'm not sure. You
It might
could.
make
You
it too
couldn't.
tight. Might make it too tight.
Yeah.
Actually.
But yeah, that goes pretty hard in my opinion.
All right. Well, I think I might wrap it up there, gentlemen.
That's fair.
In my head, I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this for like 30 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
You made the
man.
mistake of allowing me to join.
That's
the
true.
Discord. That was your choice.
I'm happy for the company. Talking to yourself's kind of whack.
Yeah, it is.
You could actually swap where blue and green are if you find the rotation tool, because
I don't think there is one. I'm telling you, bro.
that's crazy. There's no way.
Look, I'm not even. Am I in simple mode? I'm not even in simple mode. Oh, wait, did I just find it?
That's undo.
Oh no, that's undo.
Surely if you edit and like transform or something.
Well, that sounds right. Actually.
It's no transform.
Oh my
What about
god.
right
Surely
click?
right click.
Align. No, distribute.
Oh my god, that's insane.
I know.
I swear I
Property.
saw transform before. Somewhere. I don't remember where.
Transformers, maybe.
Wherever transform is, it's usually in that.
Oh. Oh, hold up. Hold up. If I group it,
Group it. Yes.
and
Oh,
then
let's go.
Then you just rotate it. Just look, bottom left. Like on the base. Rotate it. Please. Please.
Yeah,
Let's go.
let's go. Oh yeah, baby. Cooking with gas. All right. We'll group you. We'll move you down here.
That's the rotate button.
Where you at? Oh,
There we go.
Oh,
Do we
oh
want
my
it to be that
God.
way?
Oh my god.
Sheer longbow.
Wait.
That's wild. How
But
how
no,
do they
yeah,
have
no.
it?
If above that, like that horizontal wall, you make the viewing deck. That goes hard.
That's
'Cause you-
true. That's the best
Yeah, yeah.
spot for the viewing deck.
Yeah. You can see into the base from the viewing deck. That's crazy.
This is awesome. She's back. Viewing deck.
W.
W for the boys. Style. Let me bring a bit.
Damn, how big was that Boris maze if they fit 3 of these
I-
all suspended?
it must be enormous. And like I did like minimum distance
Yeah,
things,
yeah.
right? Like theirs is definitely not. Theirs is definitely bigger, right? That's crazy.
The crazy thing is, that wasn't even designed by a player. Like, all finished bases, the installer just makes them like really fun and cool. I'm so jealous. Like every time zone just has like these competitive bases.
That's wild. Sounds like the place to be, honestly.
Yeah.
Hold up. We'll move this boy. Where does he go? There. Alright, that seems pretty close.
Doing pretty good.
Now to fill in the walls in between. And if you want to see that, you'll have to tune in next time. Same time next week. Thursday, 12 p.m. my time. Adelaide time. ACDT time zone. Yeah, cool. Thank you very much, Wax and Runt, for joining me for that and keeping me company and keeping me sane. I just want to play this arena now, honestly.
Yeah, no. Genuinely though, really fun stream to watch. Like I was a viewer for most of it. It was great fun.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad we had a good time. I think it's completely different. I feel like all the streams we've done so far have been pretty like cookie cutter in terms of like the formatting of it and stuff. So I was kind of keen to like see how it would go. Just like, this is what I'm gonna do, and just like see what the hell happens. And I think we've filled the space nicely with your help. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me, guys. Thank you to everyone talking in the chat and stuff. It's probably the most active I've ever seen the chat, actually, if I'm honest. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was real interactive.
Yeah. Are you here, Wax?
Yeah, I'm just vibing.
You're just chilling. All right.
Just hot boy today, mate.
It is. Yeah, it's a bit warm.
Got a jumper on. Stop lying.
I'm like nervous sweating. That's why it's warm. All right. Let me transition to. There you are. Let me blow you all a kiss. Mwah. And then I'll see you later. Peace out.
Boy.